Hello, everyone. We're back. Caleb should be joining us shortly. Announcements before we begin. Kate, anything you'd like to talk about?
Really, I was taking a sip of water. Both of my Etsy
That's
shops
rough.
will be closed for the holiday season starting December 19th. So if you want any custom gifts for your friends or family this holiday season from my shops, etsy.com/shop/KateCraftStudioUS or etsy.com/shop/BradDiceCo. Get them now before the 19th, or they will not be available until after January 8th.
You have 5 days.
And speaking of 5 days, Sam, anything for you?
Yes, Codex Legendarium is taking a 3-week hiatus due to the fact that I'm going to be out of town and the holidays line up perfectly on Sundays this year.
They do.
We got Christmas is a Sunday, New Year's Day is a Sunday, my birthday is a Sunday. Those three just in a row.
Yep.
So I will also be out of town. So I don't know. I don't think anyone's picked up that. I put it out there that people could, that the rest of the group could do a one shot without me. I don't think anyone picked that up. I'll double check, but so far we are a no go for those 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so we are live, just so everyone knows, as they hop in and join us. Yeah. So Codex Legendarium should be back in the new year.
Yes. With a almost full party. We're just missing Justin.
Yep. You know, work and the awfulness of the restaurant industry. Yeah. Just trying to find a person's face on here.
Luckily, your character has a very fast swim speed, so you can just make your way over there whenever the plot demands it. And by plot, I mean whenever you're back.
Or he's just dead.
No.
Always a possibility. Unlikely given where they left him, but possible.
Or he's where'd they leave him? Anyways,
at his home with his his mother.
Perfect. All right.
She's like, I've brought you into this world. I can take you out, and I meant it.
I know his mom is Elf Keira Knightley.
Yeah,
okay.
my mom looks younger than me. All right.
Yeah,
so,
because she's an elf and he's a half orc.
All right. So, last we left off, the Faust and the Furious hung out for a little bit longer in the Frozen Tower. I believe they spent the night in there as well. And Flitz was really occupied with the star charts that were all over the place. And examined said star charts. While they were examining said star charts, Quoin and Dax tussled in the basement of the tower. And Quoin should have had advantage on all those grapple checks because of squat nimbleness. But hey, shit happens. So they wrestled for a bit, and then Flitz discovered the star charts when all formed together like pieces of a puzzle, formed into a singular large star chart where the stars resembled eyeballs and had a little poem on them. A fun little poem that Flitz read out loud, and everyone was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
No, we weren't like, that's pretty cool. We were like,
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty
I mean, kind of what the research brain was probably like, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also, 3 members of the party also shared that they had eyeballs growing on parts of their body. Druk on his tongue, Flitz on the inner thigh, I believe. God, just whap, whap. And then Dax had one on their throat. And yeah, dead eyes, shared dream they talked about briefly, and then went on their merry way to the town of Ingwold to look into the contract they were hired to do to retrieve a stolen Snowscrapper for one Ezra Bergmont. And they found Ezra, super old Dwergar, and they're like, yeah, we'll help you out, buddy. And he mentioned that the Snowscrapper was probably stolen by a gang of an Ulv gang who did death races in the Shard Snow Gulch, 10 miles out of town. The party went to retrieve said Snowscrapper. Found out that, yeah, the gang, even though they're a gang, would honor said, request if they won the race. And boy, did they win the race. Immediately, Kenna, as the race started, Kenna with their Warcaster feat banished the driver of an Ulv, who immediately crashed, exploded the Ulv, and killed the passenger. Again, it was a race. It was a race. Quoin banished another driver of an Ulv, causing that Ulv to crash and explode. No, that one didn't explode. Almost exploded. But the passenger in that Ulv got impaled on a spire of ice, while the driver got banished away. The race was intense. Kenna was just like, fuck it, we're just going to go fast, with Quoin as their passenger. I think that was a team. Yeah. And won the race. But near the end of the race, there was the leader of the gang, Marsh, in Oni, was kind of grumpy, as was his passenger. So his passenger decided to get up close and personal and just spray magma out of their one weapon onto the Ulvs that were present, causing a chain reaction of 3 explosions, which almost killed Flitz, but Druck leapt on top of Flitz to take the brunt of the explosion. And the party's one Ulv was destroyed in the explosion. The race was finished. We did a little bit of time skippy because the session went on long. So currently, we would be at the point where the race is finished and Farnsby, the halfling were-rat, is bringing Druck and Flitz across the finish line to everybody else. And that's where we are. Flitz looks real bad.
Flitz, you want some help?
What? Where am I?
He's in Druck's
Isn't he-
arms essentially at this point. Like
So
Druck
then
is just carrying it.
So Quoin's gonna run up and just throw 15 healing points right in.
Okay.
I'm also
I'm at
gonna
30. Okay.
I'm gonna throw in the 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay.
Jesus, I have 121 HP and I went down that much.
Yeah, the explosion was bad. You were in 3 explosions.
Flitz, you get 19 hit points from me.
Yeah. 3 explosions and a thing that did 96 or 90. Was it
right, yeah.
96 or 98? It was
Something like that.
90 somethings
Of
And-
lava.
of lava
Oh,
just
yeah.
on you
Yeah.
on top of the explosions.
Yeah,
So,
it was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can heal. You'll heal Flitz up at least somewhat, I think. What'd you get for cure wounds?
Yeah.
19.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, that's
So
rough.
so 34 total.
I'm at 49.
All right.
49.
Oof.
And
Oh. Well, I was
Gets rid
gonna
of
say-
all the superficial scarring, hopefully.
Yeah,
oh
actually,
yeah, magic
I can
healing
also
does that. Yeah.
Also, you should have a drink of this. And I'm gonna hand him a
Alright.
potion of greater healing
Oh.
inside a dragon
Oh,
like
okay, cool.
looking flask of the dragon thing.
Yeah.
So it's like just the dragon's mouth, and you just have to tell
Oh,
the
Okay.
vial that has a dragon's mouth.
Just make it out with a dragon? Is that what?
Yeah.
The image
how
in
do
my
I,
head is just like.
Basically, yeah.
It's not necessary in order to drink the potion. It's just Quoin's really into it.
No, but why aren't you getting deep?
Quoin has
Why
been
aren't you-
customizing it throughout the journey.
Yes, but why haven't you? Why are you resisting the dragon's kiss?
I'm
Why
not.
have
I'm
you-
trying to figure it out. It's
No,
weird.
I feel like you're scared of it, but
Well,
that's
it's-
okay. Just embrace
It's
it.
pointy like this, and I have to turn it and like
Oh, boy.
As is
And
the
he-
love of a dragon.
Oh, boy.
it's pointy. Oh gosh.
Oh god.
He'll down the greater
Okay.
healing.
And that can't be used that way until the next dawn. So
Mhm.
mark off the charge.
I believe that's how many D4s?
I literally always forget.
73 D4. No, I'm kidding.
You said superior?
Greater.
Greater.
Greater. Okay, never mind.
Just 44 plus.
No, it's
4?
I think it is 44 plus 4.
Yeah, because it's 2d4 is the.
It is.
Hmm.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
it.
44.
Because it goes from
Yeah,
10 to 20
it's,
to
it's,
30.
It's 44 plus 4.
Okay.
Because
I think
it
I
doubles
rolled-
the dice
Oh,
for every potion.
Beautiful. 8, 12. All right.
I say as Farnsby, the halfling pulls up, they bring you guys, and then Pippi the human, who is the other survivor of the gang. There are other members of the gang kind of in, like, that we're watching. Pippi approaches and goes, so you won. Over here. If you can walk, if you can't, that's fine. And they, like, start leading people over to a, Oh, shit. No, we have to go back to the start because that's where the Snowscrapper was. Those of you who aren't okay to drive, you can get in ours. If you're, it's...
Druckle looked down.
Flitz, can you walk? You good?
Oh.
I got you. It's
Okay.
fine.
I'm gonna lean down to Quoin. Did we race for pink slips or just for shits and giggles?
Listen, I'll be honest. I think you and I really just set a new gold standard for what it is to race.
Oh yeah, we 100% just said gotta go fast and went fast.
Oh yes. And
Yeah, you guys won.
the problem is I don't know what happened behind us. I just heard so many explosions.
Yeah. I'm assuming Flitz, like, based on the chars on his body, which definitely before we sit down, we should just make sure that he's okay and he's not
Yeah,
gonna
some
have,
of-
like, lasting damage.
Some of that charcoal skin will just slough off
Yeah.
after he drinks a couple.
Sure,
more
that's what
potions.
happens to all of us,
Yeah.
fantasy.
During the healing process, the skin kind of, as like new skin forms underneath, that skin just kind of falls off in pieces. Just
As
Ew.
all fantasy peoples do heal in that manner. It is well known.
It is known.
It is known. This is the way. Family.
I don't got friends.
Tell me now.
I got friends.
I'm gone for 2 weeks and I forget how to be a D&D player.
that's fine.
Just be you.
But does everyone like drive back to the start so you can pick up the?
Yeah. How are the other people looking? The people we
The people that are
raced against?
banished are fine because they got banished, so they weren't in the race at all. Yeah, they're looking perfect.
Did I cast banishment on them?
You banished
You and me
one of
both.
them, and then Quoin banished the other one.
Is this their home plane?
Yeah,
Okay, then they would probably reappear after a minute.
yeah, they did.
Oh, they
Okay.
did. Yeah.
Good.
No. We both ended up dropping concentration once we were about 3 or 4 turns ahead of each of them.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Like we just.
Flitz.
Yeah.
In the explosion,
Uh-huh.
only portion of your body that was unharmed from the explosion was the eye on your thigh, which rhymes. But
Beautiful.
out of everything else, that thing was just perfectly unscathed. If that makes you feel any better,
Not really, but
it's fine. All right.
You guys will see as we're making our way back to the starting line. Druck will come up to you with Flitz in his arms.
Quoin, Kenna. Well done. Good race.
Yeah, we're pretty great racers.
Yeah, I don't mean to be too cocky about this, but I feel like maybe racing is my new thing.
Yeah, I mean, going with the barrel race over at the spa and now this, I think you might
That
be a
is-
racing
I mean,
champion.
I don't mean to be braggadocious. I feel as though my racing skills are perhaps second to none, as they say. I have
Well, have you ever come in second place in a race? There you go.
Just scoreboard,
Well,
everyone.
Well, it was a good race on your part. Flitz and I.
It is a
we
good race
noticed-
on everybody's part.
Fritz and I noticed how fast the ones were approaching. They seemed to turn on like an extra boost, and they were catching up to us quite quick. You may have heard it. It was very loud, but there was like a buzz in the air.
I think we
Yeah.
might have been so far ahead we might have missed it.
They were, like, within like a couple of seconds, they would have caught up to you, but Flitz and I cut them off.
Is that what the explosion was?
Yeah,
So-
that's kind of how we are, like the way we are. And
Druck still has
Yeah.
like a couple hairs that are
So-
still like kind of smoldering with like embers on the end.
For some
Quoin, if you could lean down, Druck.
yeah.
As I put those out, I want to give you. You got some damage too, right? Can I give you 15?
No, he's perfectly okay.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Like the only thing he took was the
because of
piercing.
evasion.
The only time he took damage was like covering up Flitz, in which case he like took a bunch of shrapnel to his back.
and speaking just for context, you guys know how fast this race was. Ulvs travel at 12 miles an hour at top speed. When they dash, it's 24 miles an hour. If they do the boost, though, they travel at 84 miles an hour.
Holy shit.
That gets fast.
Holy
Because it gives them an extra 30-foot move. Oh wait, hold on.
It was 300. It was
So
300.
it's about 30 miles. Okay, it'll be about 30 miles an hour then when they're boosting. So still not super fast, but for context of like D&D vehicles in a setting like this, that's fast.
That's
Yeah.
really fast.
That's like 2
Because
horse.
dragons only fly at 80 feet. So that's
Yeah.
they can try. Dragons are 80 feet a turn. These things travel 120. So in context, you guys were fast. But if you think about it in like real world, sort of like a real world lens, that's a slow race. But it was intense.
Dude, I don't know if you've ever like ridden a motorcycle or a moped and gone like 15,
Oh, yeah.
20 miles per
It's so
hour, or
sketchy.
been you're like on a boat, right? Like even if you're on like a speedboat or anything, speedboats don't go that fast either. But you're on there, and with the wind going past your face, it feels like you're going like 100 miles an hour.
That's just some fun. But you guys would be brought back to the start of the race where the Snowscrapper is. It's unveiled, being perfectly intact. And Pippi's also like, since our leader's dead, I think I'm now the de facto leader, which means any repairs you guys need to your Ulvs that are damaged, we can fix that. And just because I kind of feel bad about what happened in terms of the explosions, and your friend here, we can give you an extra Ulv that we have to replace the one that was blown up. It might not fit the aesthetic of your team. It is covered in like paint jobs and stuff, but it's fine. We can also replace, and we can swap any weapons you want on your Ulvs. So if you want a lightning cannon instead of a harpoon launcher, if you want the magma spewers instead of the
I mean, I think I like the sound of lightning cannon, like, and it wouldn't hurt to diversify our portfolio, our weaponized portfolio.
All right.
Yes, I agree. I think the lightning it would be a good addition to our team
Okay.
weaponry.
Gonna look at Ricky then, because Ricky was the driver when the race ended. Awesome flip. Wait, love the way you controlled that barrel roll. Well, I didn't see it,
Thank
but the
you.
audience, they can't stop talking about it. Would you like a weapon swap? Magma spewer, lightning cannon.
Magma cannon.
Perfect. And then it's going to look at Druck and Flitz. So the replacement Wolf, I'll get you lightning cannon. Want to stick with a harpoon launcher, or do you want magma spewer?
If I'm in the passenger seat, probably stick with the harpoon.
Perfect. All right. The repairs will take a few hours. The weapon swapping will take about an hour. So it'll take about 3 hours total to fix these things up and then sort you out. Also, notice none of you actually have the ability to repair these. So when you guys set out of here, I'll give you each a set of Tinker's tools so you can repair the vehicles.
Sweet, yeah,
I was
that's so generous.
I was wondering if it is not inconvenient to you. I would like to accompany you in the repair and maybe learn part of this.
I can teach you the basics, but to get a good sense of this, it'll take a good amount of like work weeks actually working towards learning how to repair these things. Like to be proficient at it, I mean.
For sure. No, I would like to learn whatever you can teach me, and maybe if you'd allow me to take notes or maybe take a pamphlet, I would.
Yeah, of course.
Would love to
Ooh, I'll help too.
assist you.
Are there any booklets or pamphlets and books about
Like a repairing Ulvs for dummies kind of thing.
Not really. It's sort of a do what you kind of like a mess around, see what happens kind of deal, and eventually you can kind of figure out how they work.
Okay, I love that. So much.
To fuck around and find out kind of repairs.
Yeah.
It's like you got like a little one of them rubber mallets, and you're just like,
But you
looks
know,
a little.
if you're
Passive maintenance.
but if you're proficient in tinkering, then it's a much easier job for you. But yeah, if you want to gain, mechanically, if you want to gain proficiency in Tinker's tools, it takes like 8 work weeks, which is a decent amount of time. So
Yeah.
We got some travel ahead of us.
You do. To get to all your contract locations remaining, you got like 5 days of travel instead of like 47, which it would have been. But yeah, if anyone wants to watch, I guess you can. Just keep quiet. I like to work in a quiet, kind of focused environment. And yeah, I'll give each of the drivers Tinker's tools, I guess, or everyone Tinker's tools. That way people can pitch in and help.
Flitz? This doesn't quite interest me. Do you mind if I put you down?
Oh,
you...
yes, I was. Yes, I'm just kind of being a little dramatic drug. Thank you. He'll pat his arm.
And
What?
also,
What do you mean?
I'm really not that hurt now. Just not having to walk for a bit was nice.
Oh, well, anytime. You're actually quite light.
we also don't have much here in the Gulch. We live in the point to like hollowed out caves carved out into the side of the Gulch. This is how we live. There's not much to do, so it'll be about 3 hours. So if you can find entertainment, feel free, but unfortunately there's not much to do here. It's kind of why we just race all the time.
Have y'all ever played Oyster Bowl?
Oh yeah, that game fucking sucks.
No.
Yeah,
All right.
agreed.
Sorry, guys.
and-
Okay, the Ulvs were leaving.
And Pippi
Get out.
and then Pippi walks off to start like she like walks over to the Ulvs where they're set up and starts like fixing them and doing what she can to repair them. And,
So do we kill these people?
and Farnsby the halfling is just saying,
I think after they fix our vehicles, then yeah.
and then Farnsby the halfling were rat is just standing there. They got like spiked hair. They look gender neutral. Just wearing like furs and goggles on their forehead. They're like, so it was fun.
Yeah,
Until the very end.
good race there. I hold out like a sports fist bump.
Not a good
Right.
not a good race for my driver. They died, but
Yeah.
Yes.
wait, I was the driver. I'm fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
I beg your pardon, but we are not from around here, as you could possibly gather.
Yeah.
This seems out of the ordinary for us. This seems like recreational, but life or death.
Yeah, it's fun. There's not much to do out here, so this is kind of one of the only things we find interest in.
Forgive me, but have you ever thought about joining a guild? You do
No.
that sort of thing like on a regular basis.
No.
That only instead of, racing for what? You race for money. Only it's not necessarily racing, it's helping some person with one thing or another. The guild is actually pretty helpful if you like the adventurous
Oh.
adrenaline style.
No, that's not my cup of tea. No, we just like to stay in our little gulch here and race every day and get better at what we do, and we like that there's a bit of risk to it, and if people ever want to stop by and also race, then they're free to, so.
Right. Well, if you ever get any people that show up with maybe the adrenaline junkie style, you can send them to the guild.
What guild?
It would be good. The guild that put us on this path to.
What guild? There's just kind of all sorts of guilds that are kind of scattered around. There's guilds of artifice. There's crafting guilds. There's all sorts.
Fuck, Justin, help me. What's the name of our
Wayfarer.
The Wayfarers.
Thank you.
We have the Wayfarers Guild. It's
Oh,
new,
yeah, that one.
but I mean, it's new to this continent. But if you happen to get any new people that maybe want something more, and you can't wrangle them in to just stay, keep their feet planted in this gulch, send them to the guild.
Oh, they're free to
We
leave.
could always use more people in the guild, I think.
Well, not really my decision. It's all Pippi now that she's the leader of the gang.
Well, everyone, spread the word if you can. It's not necessarily leadership stuff, but I figured I'd talk to you, considering that's just kind of how it naturally progressed.
Okay. Yeah, I can talk to Pippi about that, I guess. We don't really have people that come try to join us frequently. But I guess if people come by and they're interested, I guess we could mention that.
And also, if things dry up here, and you don't get many applicants to join your gang, the Wayfarers Guild will probably accept you if you willing to take on a couple of bounties.
We're not really the adventuring types.
You never know until you do it the first time. Seems like you've been here this whole time, so...
No, I don't think I do so well. I'm CR0, so...
Don't we all start at CR0?
Yeah, I'm gonna go wrangle some food and then come back. And they transform into a tiny rat and they scurry away.
That's not CR0.
That is
Well, the rat is.
confusing.
The rat is.
Yeah.
Most were rats turn into bigger rats. This is a
That
very
is-
small rat.
Oh,
Oh.
That is what I was confused about. I was going to say, usually the were creatures I had encountered before, they sort of take the attributes of an animal and they pump them up like they are pushed inside and grown and I was expecting sort of a beef castle rat is what I was
No.
expecting. It is not what has happened. I understand now. I'm living in the future. But in the past, I had thought one thing. But now, both me and the future have caught up to one another, and I understand more. Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Quoin. There are a lot of things associated with this land that are strange. We have a lot of learning to do as we travel through it, I think.
For certain, we have learned so much about their judicial system, their family values. We have learned about the both fauna and flora of this land. We've learned about, if I'm going to say it, everybody be cool, okay? I'm about to say something that might not be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
We've learned about a different thing that I was not expecting.
what do you mean?
Maybe not all trash dragons suck, okay? Controversial statement.
Oh, wait, did you really just say that?
I don't
Corey
know.
Just said not all trash dragons?
Well, I'm just saying, we ran into one who didn't try and, rub dirt in our eye. The first time for everything. Frankly, I was so untethered with rage I could not speak to this specific one, but oof, I am.
But like thinking back on it, you're like maybe.
No, I don't. I'm not forgiving anything. What I'm saying
Well,
is
yeah.
what is a world we could live in?
it's
where a trash dragon didn't immediately try, and like that is a weird thing. I'm having a real come to Bahamut moment.
it's actually quite strange. I mean, we live in the place that we do, you know, an Undeal, and it, as someone who traveled it and thought it was quite treacherous, we came to Remnant and tried to travel here, and it was something else altogether. And to expect that the people who live here would operate the same as us, I guess I'm still surprised by it, but I should not have been. It still seems something I need to get used to. But yes, there's definitely a different culture here that we should probably try to learn as we make our way.
I, on this journey, should try and be more open, I think, because every day is a new journey for me, because I have never lived outside of an Undeal city, and I sometimes forget. I'm sorry, I winning that race, realizing that I may or may not be, I'll leave a little room, I suppose, but realizing that I may or may not be the world's greatest racer of all time, I've realized in other aspects of my life I should try and be more humble. And I've realized that every day for me has been something new. And when you spend your whole life thinking that the whole world is just, you know, one temple, one block, one marketplace, and then you step into the wide world and people challenge your expectations, it is humbling, and also a real journey of self-discovery. So, as the world's greatest racer, I should really be more of a open ambassador to all beings. And I'm big enough to admit that.
As you're standing here, you all hear something like land in the snow beside you, like a poof. And you look, and there's a chest in the snow that just appeared, the lid of which is closed. And standing behind the chest is this very transparent-looking, formless figure, nearly transparent. Kind of looks like an air elemental. It's like, greetings, Faust and the Furious. Delivery from Prince Estes Geraldin.
Oh.
And then the air elemental just disappears.
Thank you.
When I'm really glad you had like a really good come to Bahamut moment and therapy session, but what the fuck is that?
You're also all somehow aware of what you're also somehow, as the chest appears and the thing disappears, you're all immediately aware of what's inside the chest. Like, you kind of know. It's a letter from Princess Geraldin.
I mean, this is mail. This is door-to-door service mail. Like, that is what we've come to expect.
Do we get to keep the chest?
Frankly, I don't know why we need it, but I also don't know why we can't just scoop it.
Right?
I mean, if you want,
I'm gonna go pick it up.
Okay, as you pick up the chest, it disappears.
Oh, fuck.
And you're holding a letter. You're holding a sealed envelope in your hands, marked with the crown symbol.
So do we want to save the seal and pawn it later, or should I just break it open?
It is a wax seal. I don't know. If I'm being honest, you have proposed a wild thing that we would save it. That is wild.
Dax is I think we've. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
all right, I'll just crack it open and.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just confused. But yeah.
Okay, you crack it open. It says.
I may be channeling
Ricky
a different
will remember
character.
this.
Yeah, Ricky idolizes you guys. You open up the letter, and it's a sprawling, just cursive letter not written by Prince Estes, but it's from Prince Estes. It's from his people.
Scribe. Or yeah, he's got.
Dear Faust and
doesn't know how to write.
Dear Faust and the Furious. And reading the letter, it's not like somebody wrote the letter. It's as if someone's words was transcribed to paper as they spoke.
It was orated.
So it's Dear Faust and the Furious. That's an interesting name. My name is Latimer Meriden, the scribe and political advisor for the soon-to-be King Estes Geraldin. He has asked or invited you all, should you wish, to attend his crowning ceremony in 10 days. Should you choose to accept, I will have means for your transportation here and means for your transportation back for wherever you came from.
Okay, I'm listening again.
If you are interested, contact me and you will be whisked away in 10 days' time. He wishes to honor some of you for what you've done for the crown. And have you in attendance for an announcement he's making about the discovery you all made about some hidden city.
I like the idea of like there just being a very pregnant pause of like 5 ellipses.
Yeah, it's very like
it's just like
it's very,
like the scribe is just patting a dot.
It's very like why am I doing this?
I've never seen handwriting look so exhausted.
Right?
Yeah.
Please be on your best behavior. I know you have a history of not doing so.
Hey.
Well, certain members of your group.
I had
also
too many drinks, and now I'm suddenly a menace to society.
Also, please wear your best clothes. It is a formal affair. In addition, there will be political figureheads from the other continents, so please don't embarrass yourselves or the crown. Yours, with, I promise, respect, Latimer Meriden.
I promise.
And then the letter just
dictated but not read.
And the letter just then the letter just engulfs in flames.
Man, I don't know. We haven't really met this dude yet. But he sounds like an ass.
In passing,
we've seen him, but we haven't met him.
Yeah.
But he sounds like an ass.
That's not nice, Kenna.
Maybe he was doing. I have to ask. I don't know if you guys have done this, but maybe he was like trying to train and also get work done. I remember I used to try and memorize prayers while I was training, and it would always split my focus, and it was kind of entertaining but not very productive. Maybe he was trying to do that. Maybe he was trying to read and write at the same time. Maybe like trying to work out. When we meet this guy, we gotta check out his abs. Maybe he's trying to like do crunches and write at the same time.
Yeah, maybe they were just physically exhausting pauses.
I think that is absolutely that is one possible solution as to why.
Maybe he's got like one of them holes in his room and he's trying to go upside down and do some spins.
Mm-hmm.
I also posted in the group chat the exact date that would be 10 days from now.
Mm-hmm.
The 33rd of Tribend.
I really like the implication that Latimer does like pole dancing for fitness.
You guys can.
Oh god damn it, that's good.
You guys
like so sour faced, but just for the workout.
He's a dick, but you guys can blame the last campaign party for saving his life.
Like Digimiro from Andor. You just got that sourpuss look.
But yeah, the letter just engulfs in flames and disappears.
All right.
You can hear the sound. You can hear the sound of tinkering coming nearby as your Ulvs are being repaired. Oh,
whipping a full head of beautiful elven hair back and forth, but like dead eye.
Of course.
Yeah, gotta strengthen them neck muscles.
Oh god.
So So is this something that we want to do? I feel like this is an event. The last time we were invited to an event like this, it was actually from the King of Remnant, and we had to protect their life. So I feel like we should probably attend.
Yes, this is the crowning ceremony, yeah? Dax
Yeah, I
says.
feel like if he were to be assassinated anywhere, anytime, it would be then and there.
Yeah, and
Wow,
the letter did
that is
say...
a weird thing to wish into
and
the world.
Dax also says,
That is
and
a weird
also,
thing to say.
Dax also says, and the letter did say political figureheads from the other continents are coming too, so it'd be the perfect opportunity to do something, right?
Shit,
Man.
did you just say bomb? Did someone
Are
say
we-
bomb? I swear to
No.
God, someone said bomb.
No? One of the tinkers nearby is like, I have a bomb.
We're just here for fancy guard duty, aren't we? God
Yeah,
damn it.
One of the
Yeah, he's bringing us for guard duty.
Yeah.
That's fine, though.
one of the
It's
gang
understandable. We should be honored to
Yeah.
be guards at this crowd.
That means a king trusts you enough to guard his life.
Yes.
Well, he's
Ricky,
a prince now.
that's-
He's not really a king yet.
That is why we keep you around, Ricky. This is your silver linings guy.
A tinker.
That's what I'm liking.
One of the gang members.
love
over,
it.
Over here's Quoin talking about bombs. He's like, "Do you want a bomb? I have bombs."
Oh shit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
on,
we'll take
dog.
bombs.
Yeah,
You giving
it'll
bombs
be-
away?
Not
We'll
giving
take
them away,
bombs
but if you
got a
want to,
bomb.
but if you want
The
to
two bombs cancel each other out,
no, but if you
right?
want to buy bombs, I can sell you bombs.
Oh, well, just to give us a price. I mean, like everything
They
has a
better not be
price.
fast
A
bombs.
bomb is a bomb, and it sounds like a bomb, but a bomb is only a bomb if you know
Yeah.
how much it is.
Oh,
How many
fuck.
times are we
bombs?
gonna say bomb?
Bombs suck. Each
Hey, if
creature, each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a DC 12 Dex save or take 3d6 fire damage.
That's not happening.
He's like, look at
Well,
this.
see, okay, here's the thing though. This
No,
is
that
something that
sucks.
I've been
That sucks.
thinking about lately.
Sounds like
It
a
does.
fireball.
But 3d6 will likely kill a commoner.
That's true.
True.
And probably a noble.
Fine. You
as
know what?
well.
Fuck
But-
it. Fuck it.
But
He
our
gives you a nuclear warhead. Here you go.
yeah, there you go.
This does 1,000,000 d6 damage.
Wait, what?
Listen,
In a
in
5
certain-
mile radius.
in
Damage
certain-
over time. Oh,
Yeah.
which actually that damage over time lasts for how many?
What's the
A little
halfway
over like
between
5,000 rounds.
Let's before we get off on a tangent. What's Quoin trying to say?
Let's do it. Oh, I was just going to say, in some cultures, a bomb just means chocolate cake, and if there was a knoll, oh, they'd be so
Oh.
dead. Ooh, part dog.
would a
Ooh, they
lava
ate
bomb
it.
be?
They wouldn't even know.
But the
Ooh.
gang member does pull like a little brass ball with a wick. He's like, here you go. It's 150 gold if you want it.
All right, sure, I'll take it.
Okay, you can add a bomb to your equipment.
Okay, and I will give
It's
you
an
this
actual
gold.
thing. It's an actual thing.
Love
As
it.
an action, you can light the bomb and throw it at a point up to 60 feet away. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must succeed in a DC 12 Dex save or take 3d6
60?
60 feet.
6
Yeah,
D feet.
60 feet. You throw it up to 60 feet away. It blows up. Each creature within 5 feet of that explosion makes Dex save DC 12 or takes 3d6 fire damage. It's
Okay, question.
yeah.
What if?
Catapult.
Hear me now. Yes.
Yeah.
What
of
if-
course. Of course.
What if-
You could light it and then cast catapult on, and you could.
Well, it would be perfect.
You'd have to quicken. You'd have to quicken spell.
spell.
You'd have to quicken spell.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it would blow up in your hands. You could quicken
Okay,
spell.
So it would be.
Kate, did you just do the perfect sound for like the trampoline in Mario 3?
I might be
Bring.
practicing my sound effects for my artificer character. Don't judge me.
That was awesome. I loved it.
Is your
That
artificer
was
character
amazing.
a Kenku?
No.
No,
Oh, that'd be great.
Do you want?
Oh, sorry.
arrogant.
We're not going to get on a tangent.
I know that'd be
Sorry.
so good though. I just realized.
Yeah. Anyways, anyone else want to buy bombs?
Sure, I'll buy one.
150 gold. I have powder kegs too, but those are a little more tricky.
What does that mean?
It's a keg full of black powder.
Yeah, I'll take one of them.
Okay. Get somewhere to carry it. They're really heavy.
Yes, that is good.
He like reaches into his pocket, like his pants pocket, and pulls a whole massive fucking like gunpowder keg and sets it down. So, don't ask.
Who would?
It's a keg.
Druck.
If you set
I
fire
am-
to it, it explodes.
Druck, what I need you to do is hold the bottom of the keg.
Mm.
And I'm going to open my thing. I am going to cartwheel, and all you need to do is say transfer as I cartwheel over the keg, and it goes into the chest.
So the downside there is that I anticipate that I am the person that would shoot this thing
You have to
as
buy
it
the keg.
approaches.
You have to buy my keg
So,
first.
We've already bought it. Just
250,
chill out.
250 gold.
It's already bought. So someone else would need to transfer so that I could shoot it.
So Quoin says, transfer, and cartwheels as he
Okay.
throws 250 gold at the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes!
Setting fire to a container full of gunpowder, because you have to set fire to it. Setting fire to a container full of gunpowder causes it to explode, dealing fire damage to creatures within 10 feet of it. 7d6 for a keg. A successful DC 12 dexterity saving throw has the damage. Setting fire to an ounce of gunpowder causes it to flare for 1 round, shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 30. So that's
I also go ahead.
that's an actual item you can have. So you can mark in the chest that there is a gunpowder keg in there, and also include that on the big thing.
Yes. I'm
it's-
so excited about this.
And it,
And you transferred that, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So you just
I
pull
transferred
that
it.
out of any container
Yeah.
anytime.
This guy also, who gave it to you, pulled it out of his pant pocket.
I was going to say, if I believe, I don't... Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I've maybe been living a lie this whole campaign. You could pull it out of any said pocket.
No.
Oh,
Not on.
Wait, what?
okay.
Not on. I'm gonna say no on an unwilling creature.
Oh no, it would be a willing creature. I was just thinking, you know, most animal bodies, we're all just pockets.
Pull it out of the marsupial.
God,
It's like
oh my god.
100%
No,
Sam.
no. It has to
No.
be like an actual storage container.
I got you. Okay, thank you.
Like a piece of apparel.
Lungs
just
do
all
store
non-living?
air.
I got you.
It
I
also
got
has
you.
to
Thank
be.
you.
I should specify. It has to be an intact storage container.
Got you. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. Like a pocket. Actually,
Something we're keeping our keys in.
You
But
guys
like
have been. You
something-
guys have been pulling stuff out of your pockets with the chest.
Pockets.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some of us just wanted to flavor pull like hot TNT.
But for the sake
Guess we're
of-
mon-
Let's
man.
ask me on the TNT.
But
Like
Yeah.
like the fairy godmother, I put it away.
but
Oh.
for the sake of everything,
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little on one tonight. so
no
thank you.
worries. For the sake of everything,
No, you can.
the repaired Ulvs are wheeled over. People who wanted to watch could have watched the process. The Ulvs are wheeled over, fully repaired. The weapons have been swapped with a lightning cannon and a magma spewer. I'll let you know what those are when you use them. And a third Ulv is wheeled over. That they did say the paint job on it was a little clashing with what you guys got. It is neon pink,
Yes.
and on the
That-
side is just painted in big red letters, Ruination.
Yeah, that's a Druck and Flitz's right now.
Vibrant pink, and on the side is painted in big red letters, Ruination, and the eye above the dot above the eyes is a skull.
Well, that's new. And Druck will slap it. What do you think, Flitz?
Don't like the color.
Oh, I can fix it. They snap their fingers and it turns vibrant blue. It turns green. It turns red. It turns orange. It turns teal, brown.
It's
Look at
like
that.
a
Look at
hoarfrost
that.
blue. Blend into the surroundings a little bit. Hoarfrost. It's like a blue.
Sure, snaps your fingers.
With
it
a
turns
lighter-
That, color. It turns
yeah.
that color.
Perfect.
The
Hoarfrost is essentially closer to the color of Flitz's hair.
and the writing still says
The dark.
Ruination on the side.
Nice.
Perfect.
That one was last used by our very first gang leader. So
Oh,
show it
well, we'll take care
respect.
of it.
Oh,
During this, because it was like 3 hours, right?
It'd been
Could
3
we have
hours.
gotten
yes,
could
of
we have gotten a short
course.
rest?
The conversation about everything. Yeah, that's a short rest.
Okay, thank you.
Also, you're all given a set of Tinker's tools.
Ooh.
That way, if your vehicles do get damaged or if you get mishaps, you can actually repair them and not have somebody else do it.
Hey, Druck, Garrett,
Yes.
could you do me a solid and add that powder keg to the chest for me?
I did it on the Google Doc.
Oh, dude, thanks so much, man. I
Yeah, no
appreciate
worries.
Just want to shout out because I forgot
Dex
how
is
to do it.
here. All right, everyone gets a set of Tinker's tools. And then Pippi's gonna say, "Do you guys have any idea where you're headed next?"
Wait,
I
did
think
we get
we're
the
heading across the bay to
Snowscrapper?
Cornwall.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are also given the Snowscrapper, the big like wheel vehicle that's got a seat on top and 2 seats on the side.
Yeah, we need to go find Ezra.
All right, you should probably do that.
Is he in?
He's in
Inglehold?
Inglewold. He's in Inglewold, yeah. It's about a 50-minute drive back to Inglewold.
Oh, easy.
Oh,
All right.
before you guys go, they give you 10 more fuel urns,
Ooh,
so you're at 19 total,
Wow.
nice.
which I will also mark as wherever those are being kept track of.
During that 3-hour too, by the way, Flitz had.
They're on coins per so I'm going to say 12 because that's where they were before. 19 fuel urns. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No worries. Flitz had gone away from the group a bit and talked to his familiar a bit,
Okay.
and he made some more of those creepy poem pamphlets,
Sure, okay.
and he's gonna kind of send Zeph off to plant them in a couple of the caves.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand and give me, and you can add your spellcasting modifier to that.
Okay.
Assuming Flitz isn't trying to be super stealthy about this, Truck will see that and just be like, or see him like go off and then like go off even further and just kind of disregard it. Just to
Good.
contextually.
Good.
So yeah, sleight of hand with your spellcasting modifier.
I'm not proficient in it, so it's a +5, so just a charisma check.
Okay.
18.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. You can hide a bunch of those around the campsite that these guys have.
Sure.
Right.
Perfect.
Cool. Excellent. Cool beans. Perfect. The one Ulv, if you have to, that Ulv is already fueled. They gave it to you fueled, freshly fueled. So one of the Ulvs is going to have more fuel than the others. The Ulvs currently, the other two have 8 hours of fuel left. So one's got 8, and then Druck and Flitz's has 24 hours.
Druck, do you want to drive or?
Well, you just ran that race. How do you feel about it?
I feel better now.
Do you feel
I'm probably
good
not
about-
going to race anymore, if I'm going to be quite honest.
But do you feel all right driving?
Oh, yes. It was traumatic, but you saved me, so I respect that, and I'm going to value that you will continue to save me if shit continues to go down, so.
Well, we're friends. It's what we do. Yes.
Yes, of course. And if you need, I don't know how I'm going to help you, but if I can, I'll try.
Listen, we're in that type of job where it's gonna happen eventually, and you're gonna help me, and I will appreciate it. And there will be no need to say thanks.
No, of course not. Anyway,
So it's done.
it's done.
So do
I'll
you want to drive? Yes.
Who's driving?
Druck will put like a heavy paw like right on his back.
Okay.
It's just like kind of like a like not like a slap, but like a pat with weight to it, you know?
Perfect.
Like just like
Slams its head
you
into
are
the... Oh!
Guess what? This is how you go down. You're gonna taste delicious.
Who's driving the first Ulv? It was originally Kenna and Quoin, but Kate, you haven't been here, so what's the team for that one? Is it still gonna be Kenna and Quoin?
I'll keep driving.
Yeah, and
Or-
I'll ride with Kenna. Like that's I feel like Kenna and I haven't bonded in a while.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's been a long time.
Dax will
No,
turn
no,
to
no pressure.
Dax will turn to
Obviously.
Ricky and go, Ricky, you did
Here's
really
my
well.
recent traumas.
Ricky, you did really well during the race. Do you want to keep driving?
I suppose, yeah.
Perfect.
I also did kind of want to talk to Lex while we were traveling, but we can do that at any time.
Who's
Who's Lex?
Flitz?
Yes.
Oh wait, okay, wait. Drug and Dax, you drive together. I'll sit with Ricky. I'll drive
Oh
with
yeah,
you.
this is good.
Okay, so Ricky and Flitz. Okay, Drek, you drive because I'm not here really.
Yeah, I can do that. You good at shooting?
I don't know.
Nah, that's good enough for
I
me.
was laughing for most of the race.
That's amazing.
You'll be fine.
All right. Oh, I should write my notes. Who got the lightning cannon? Is Kenna and Quoin. Ulv 1 has the lightning cannon. Ulv 2 has the magma thrower that Flitz is currently sitting in the passenger seat of.
Mm-hmm.
And Ulv 3 is still a harpoon launcher.
Yep.
Excellent. The lightning cannon and the magma thrower do require a recharge to use again, which is just a d6 roll. Ulv 3 is a harpoon launcher. Excellent. Yes, y'all can set out. It's only a 15-minute drive back to Ingwold, so it'll only use like almost an hour worth of fuel. Yeah, you can set out.
Oh wait. So I mentioned we took the scrapper and put it in the chest.
I'm assuming so, because it's
Okay,
big.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Unless you want to you want to like tie it up and drag it through the snow.
Yeah.
It is it's a big wheel, basically.
I was just covering some bases. All
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I assume it's in the chest.
Cool.
All right. Ricky said they wanted to talk to Flitz while on the drive.
Yeah. So I just there's this the artifact thing we got.
Hmm?
And they said that only one of us can use it, but since like you're the actual member of the group, I figure it makes most sense for you to get it.
Ricky, look. You I'm sorry. You are a member now. I mean, that's the thing. You're part of the group as well. Even if you don't think you are, you've proven yourself, and you fought and killed and succeeded alongside us. And he, as he's in the passion, he'll pull out the flame mask. I mean, you have one of these. If
Suppose I do, yeah.
yeah.
But like you're like the actual member of the group, though.
Well,
right?
technically,
like,
I'm not.
You're not.
No, I
Well, I
came
suppose
in.
you weren't in a bunch of the stories. Now that I think
No,
about it.
most of the stories that I would be involved in potentially wouldn't have gotten around yet to whomever. You've heard stories prior to me being there. They found me and rescued me, and yes, it was a lot of shit. So we're kind of in the same boat. So. Do
I hadn't
you-
thought about that.
Yeah. Do you follow a god? Do you? I mean, it seems like this thing is tied to that god of time. So
Just the people of Argent have a specific god, or is it just like nature
Good
in general?
question. Very good question as I go back through my notes. Because I'm currently on a 135-page document on my setting.
Woo!
Yeah, I
oh hot damn.
I don't have a life. Argent. Where is it? That's the nudist commune. No religion what to speak of.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really. Where I come from, we don't really have any like notable religion or gods or anything. What about you?
To be honest, no, I haven't really. Outside of outside the Jinn, like granted me powers. I never really dedicated myself to a faith. I try to relate to Quoin and Dax and their faith in Bahamut, and it seems like Bahamut is strong within the others of the group, but such machinations of a deity that exist, yet I don't know. It's hard because I've now witnessed Muhammad, and so it's one of these things where I'm stuck and unsure and uncertain. But no, I don't directly follow anyone.
Sam, I did forget to mention something about Argent. That actually is kind of what you asked. People who have met the druids that govern the settlement of Argent, including the people that live there, believe that the druids are so connected with the world that they can see events that are going to transpire thousands of years from now.
Ooh. Ooh, wait. That sounds like a connection. That sounds like some time bullshit.
That sounds like time.
Well, I suppose there is one thing where the druids of Argent kind of, there's a rumor, I guess kind of a local legend, that they can see like thousands of years into the future.
Vicky, that's kind of on the nose with what this thing is.
Now that you say that, that does sound, I wasn't really thinking about it. It's one of those things where, like, you know how like if someone were to ask you like what's in a salt shaker, it would be like, you wouldn't even think about it because it's like just so obvious. It's like so right, it's right in front of you every day. Like, kind of like that.
Oh. Well, then I think you would be the perfect candidate for that. What better person to wield something by time as a person so direct? Are you druidic in any nature? Nope. Any way? No?
Nope.
You were just a helping hand who learned that they have other hands?
Yep. I was just a guy, just a normal boy living in Argent. All of a sudden, I got powers that let me punch giant birds practically unconscious, which I'm still sort of kind of dealing with.
I think then you should accept the godly artifact that we possess now for this god of time, and you should embrace it.
Well, are you sure? You don't want it? It sounds really useful.
I mean, in either of our hands, it should be useful.
It's also in the bag of holding on Kenna.
Right.
Just for...
I just know that we're the two kind of candidates
Correct.
for it, so like we got to figure it out first between us before we go and get it somewhere.
Maybe the others might have other opinions regarding this.
Maybe.
But they don't really, from my understanding, they aren't able to even, they don't have a shoe in the race, if you will. Because they can't really do anything with it. But yes, you have my blessing if that's what you were looking for in this.
Okay. Well, I mean, it seems like a waste to just let it sit in the bag, so I guess, yeah. I have to get rid of one of the things I've been.
Oh, what do you have? Maybe we can make a little trade.
Well, so I just got this cloak of dragonflight, but I kind of just swapped out my ring of jumping for that.
Oh.
I have these boots that make me go way faster.
Okay.
I don't think I've actually even. I've maybe used them once.
The boots of speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be funny to give a monk boots of speed, so I can.
Of course.
I think Ricky could have actually kept pace with the Ulvs during that race. Yeah, because I could have boots of speed, dash, and then step of the wind dash, and move 300 feet around.
The other thing you have, you could also swap out because of what happens to it when the attunement ends, but that's. Yeah.
Oh, does that? I didn't see there's a. Oh yeah. Oh, and I didn't realize that. I really like that thing.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, but it would also be very useful for. I forget. Have I seen Kenna wild shape significantly since their transition?
Not a single time.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because it would be useful for them, but if they're not wild shaping, then not so much.
And also, everyone's basically full up on attunement slots.
That's true. Yeah, I think the boots of speed will be the thing I would swap out for it.
Okay, cool. The hourglass is cool.
Okay. Well, next time we stop, then I guess I'll ask the group about it.
All right. So, any more conversations?
No.
Okay.
Nothing in particular. I think just general checking.
Oh yeah, okay. You guys are on the same vehicle. The lightning cannon, just for like context, the lightning cannon is fucking huge.
Yeah, of course. No, it's like 2 Tesla coils moving together
Yeah,
on top of
it's huge. It resembles like the cannon of a ship, like a pirate ship.
Oh yeah.
But just instead of shooting cannonballs, it just shoots arcs of lightning at people.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
But-
Do Quoin and Kenna have a conversation then?
Yeah, so Kenna, I was just wondering, kind of, I feel like, I feel a responsibility as the world's greatest racer to maybe, just to, like, say, like, how have you been? Like, you've been, like, I feel like, whereas I have sort of accepted that friends will be the only family that I ever have, I feel like you've, like, had to confront and both take in and reject your family at the same time. So, like, damn, yo, that is heavy shit. I like that we get to hang out with each other without, like, feeling as though a bunch of people are watching us while we talk about your family. It's kind of nice.
I mean, the only ever, like, from what I can remember, the only person, a part of my, like, immediate family that I was ever close with was my mom. And then she died when I was, like, 15 or 16 or something, or, like, I was basically an adult, so I was like, well, guess I'm never gonna have any family attachments again ever.
Right. No, that is the time you decide to never have family attachments. That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
And so, I kind of just wandered around the east for a bit. I hung out in the swamps trying to, become one with nature. That didn't really help. And then I found Vitmir, and I was there for a few years trying to remotely, keep the shop open, but obviously that didn't work. And then I met you guys, but confronting my dad.
Yeah, that guy was a bit of a, like,
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be a dick about it, but a bit of a no good Nick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Bit of a
Thanks.
question mark, parental wise. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really there, but, like, he's the reason I'm alive and the reason I had, kind of cool abilities.
Sort of an essence donor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like, I don't think I really wanted to know the guy, but it just ended up happening.
No, it's wild because sometimes you feel a sort of deep connection to the people who, like, spawned you, but they aren't the people who raised you. It's
Exactly.
weird, right?
Yeah,
right?
you get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I barely get
Yeah.
it. I'm just getting it now because all I've known is someone who, either beats me till I follow their rules or someone who empowers me to be more than I am. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a wild, eclectic, upbringing I had. But just, poof, if I could just maybe tether to something, that is really
Yeah.
the reason I cling so hard to my beliefs in Bahamut. If it were to go away, I'd probably fall into some sort of puddle. So the fact that you do it without religions truly
Well-
wild to me.
Well, I mean, technically,
Okay,
um,
talk to me, Kenna.
I might have, started this thing. It's not. I don't want to put a label on it, but I might have started, a relationship with, I don't know, like the Weaver.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I got like these all bluey, glowy veins.
yeah, I
now.
noticed. Yeah, you've been getting
Yeah.
bluey gluey. Yeah,
Bluey.
Yeah,
Bluey.
I've turned into a blue Australian Shepherd.
yeah. No, a blue healer.
Yeah,
bit.
blue. Yeah, that's
Nice.
it.
Nice.
Made the bluey connection because we're current.
What the fuck is that?
It's a kids show
Oh, okay.
out of Australia. Anyway,
It's great. It's cute.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, that's why, like, these started showing up. Also, I don't know if I told everyone yet, but I can't talk to dead things anymore, and I can't turn into ghosts anymore.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, it feels weird because that was like kind of my thing before, and like I was really good at talking to dead things and turning into ghosts, and that felt like my niche.
Yeah.
But like that niche was also connected to a horribly traumatic person in my life.
Ooh.
And so I got rid of that, but now I don't know where I fit anymore. Like I kind of do what Flitz does now, but like not as good.
Well, now hold on.
And like I feel like I'm just kind of stepping into Ven's niche,
Well,
and it feels wrong.
Wait, can I? Ding ding, hello. I want to tell you, there's absolutely no one who makes a better Kenna than you.
But it feels like I'm impersonating Ven,
What? No, Ven.
and he's
Ven,
dead.
Ven, why Ven? Also, I mean,
Cause like I've also
Can-
like taken
can
up
I
all
tell-
of this research with.
Can I tell you something? I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think this is important to say. I'm a little bit jealous of Vanna.
Ken Venna.
Give me a second. Hold on.
Hey, Quoin.
Ven,
You said
yes?
that, and I love it. Side note, that's my secret identity. If we ever come up with like a reason for me to have a costume,
And Venna.
Oof.
Ken Venna.
Do you want to start working on it now? Do you want to be like a green tiefling? Because I could make that disguise happen for you.
I think I want to go somewhere slightly different. I don't want to completely turn into Ven, but we'll throw some darts at a board and figure it out later.
Listen, okay.
But you were saying.
If you find a set of horns, I'll make you a pink tiefling. I'll make you that disguise if you need it. Anyway, what I'm
Alright.
saying is that Ven is right. I'm a little jealous of Ven because he's wrapped in the warm and comforting embrace of Bahamut, and I still am on this mortal plane. If I get a swollen taste bud, I feel every second of it. Oof. It is a hard existence.
Yeah.
But like
Cold sores are nasty.
I said swollen taste bud. Christ. That is
Cold sores.
Listen,
Episode
That is
title:
a-
Cold sores for nasty.
that is a far cry. A swollen taste bud is a far cry from an open sore. So I'm just saying. What I'm saying is like it is easy to want what others have, but you're fantastic. You're one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And like, for you to sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm not good," I feel like you're kind of insulting my taste, and that means that you're insulting the taste of the world's best racer. And I feel like that may carry some weight in a different way. So like, maybe give some grace to my good friend Kenna, and like accept that like it's hard to not feel like an imposter every day. So like, I want you to maybe look in the mirror and say like, "I have no apologies," when you wake up, and then you'll stop maybe having to say sorry for just being who you are.
Would now be a bad time to tell you that I can also do the Healy thing when you touch someone but without casting a spell?
That fucking rules. That takes so much pressure off me to do it all the time. Holy shit, we can be like 60 feet apart from each other and like still help the whole team. Damn, we're team heal bots. That fucking rules.
I've also been able to do it like this whole time.
What the hell, dude?
Oh yeah.
It was like your thing, and I haven't done it yet, and like you kind of took over the touchy Healy bit, and I was like,
What?
I'll cast the spells from afar, and I'll revivify people, and so it felt weird, and I just never brought it up, and I've never done it.
Kenna! Empower yourself. You. Holy
I don't
shit.
wanna
Okay,
step on
no, Kenna,
anyone's
hold on.
toes,
I know
though.
you're driving, so I'm going to give you a little shoulder rub. Consent, asking consent.
Oh,
Okay.
Quoin, we're coming up on a jump point. I'm just gonna take it real quick.
Okay, you're taking the jump. All right.
Okay, so-
Little one.
If you take the jump, you jump
Roll
up to
it.
60 feet away. There's no rolling for jumping. You just move
Oh.
60 feet ahead.
Yeah, I take a little jump
Okay.
and slow down so we can rejoin
Okay.
the rest of the pack.
Okay, so that was okay. So first off, baller as hell.
Yeah.
I need you to look in the rear view while we slow down and pull over and move at less than 2 miles an hour. I want you to look in the rear view. Look in the rear view.
I'm looking.
Tell me what you
I see myself. I see your face actually. I can't
No,
really
no,
see
tell-
my
well,
own face because it's like.
Tell me.
Oh yeah,
what
they
you
gave you all rear view mirrors, but there's nowhere
So-
nowhere to mount them because there's no
Rear
like
view
overhead
mirror.
thing. So you got
Okay,
like it's like kind of like to the side a bit.
Yeah.
All right, tell me what you see. Okay, I'll tell you what I see. I see pride. And I see power. And I see a badass mother who don't take no crap off no one. Repeat after me.
Okay.
I see
I shouldn't
pride.
close my eyes. I'm driving.
No, I see pride.
I see pride.
I see power.
I see power.
I see a badass mother who don't take no crap off no one.
What? Say it again.
Badass mother who don't take no crap off no one.
A badass I'm not a mother, Quoin.
Okay, well, I meant it's like in general, like mammoth. Okay, but I'm just saying, see pride, see power.
I see
You are-
pride. I see power.
Kenna, you are amazing. And for you to hide your gifts, frankly, is to spit in the face of... It feels weird to say this, but I'm going to say it quietly, okay?
Okay.
Get in close.
Get
It's
it
really-
close.
Forget.
I lean
We're
back.
so close. So here we are in a world with gods.
Am I still repeating that?
And the biggest betrayal you can have is to yourself. So don't think that you need to hide any gifts that you have to satisfy someone else's ego. If anyone else is offended by the amazing thing that you do, then they are not your friends.
Cool runnings.
You're fantastic and you should shine like the star that you are. And that's coming from the world's greatest racer.
Thanks, Quoin. That means a lot.
Okay, thank you. Also, I'm thinking about getting racing gloves because that would be cool.
You should also get some like goggles.
You all have.
Oh, and some stripes. Everything
Yeah.
stripes.
You all.
Yeah.
You all do have goggles. You're giving them
Oh,
with the
hell
rules.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Quoin.
Yeah.
As you were giving Kenna this pep talk, and Kenna, as Quoin was giving this pep talk as well, you feel like this tingling sensation on your arms, kind of like where the veins, because your veins just glow blue constantly.
Yeah.
The deeper veins look like they form with this pep talk. They've kind of form into like the symbols of each kind of school of magic. And you may not be able to turn into undead anymore, but in your arcane form ability that you got when you took this class,
Oh yeah.
that gives you your new transformation options.
Yeah.
Which is the level 3 feature
Mhm.
of the subclass.
Yeah. Upgrade.
Oh, it's really cool.
I touched. No, I'm not gonna do that while we're driving at 12 miles an hour.
Yeah, you are. What are you doing?
No, it's slow. We're driving slow. You're barely.
Oh
picking
yeah,
up
we're
some of
trying to
the
catch up with that.
We're letting them catch up to us. Yeah.
I'm gonna tap the conjuration one in wild shape into the visage of a white rabbit
Wearing a top hat.
wearing a top hat.
No shade intended, but the fuck?
I'm gonna take my top hat off and pull out another rabbit.
This is truly a wonderful gift. Why would you ever hide this? This is amazing.
So that's one of your wild shape uses.
Yeah.
Or
I'll
I think
say
it's-
that for the 10 minutes.
If you want to
Yeah.
stay a rabbit, I'll drive. I'll drive.
The others do see that occur. Can I turn into a white rabbit wearing a top hat, pull a top hat off, and pull out another rabbit?
I'm gonna try to like let the rabbit go,
Okay, it like
even though it is like a
yeah,
a fake
it
rabbit.
it scampers away and disappears in a poof of pink smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Just poof. Mr. Fluffles sees that and goes, "Oh God,
That a friend of yours?
I don't know. Did they just die?"
Well,
I
don't
start
know.
waving to everyone else as a rabbit. Put my top hat back on.
And that would be
You know that rabbit?
No. And this would be about the time you all arrive back in Ingwold.
I imagine the rabbit also has like a very heartily
Oh, of
decorated
course.
wolf beard
Of course,
or dwarf beard.
of course. Yeah, it'd be this time you arrive back in Ingwold. It's only like 2 in the afternoon. You weren't gone too long.
Alright, definitely seems like our contractor, contractor. How does that go? Anyway, they're probably still drunk. Let's find them. They're probably still there.
Dax will get out of the Ulv with you, and yeah, okay.
Same.
Then you put all the Ulvs back in the chest. Turn off the engines, so they don't waste fuel. Alrighty. Yeah, if you head back into the bar, yeah, he's still there. It's the same day. He's been cut off. He's been cut off though.
How you doing?
Not great, they cut me off. So that's unfortunate.
Well, I suppose we can take you home.
Oh, I just live next door.
Alright, let's take a walk.
He gets up and immediately stumbles. Yeah, sounds good. Let's go.
Drake will put an arm under him and start like kind of half carrying.
Oh
him.
wait. Nah, whatever. I don't care. Dwarves are usually good at not being drunk, but he's drunk. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Oh, well,
His birthday was 20 days ago.
What?
I have in my notes, Kenna's birthday is the 3rd of Tide Lord.
Yeah. Oh no, Tidalorn hasn't happened yet. It's Tribend.
Oh, never mind.
You're, s-
Carry on.
are you still a white rabbit?
It only lasts 10 minutes.
You'd still be a white rabbit then.
Okay, then yes.
Okay. Oh, there's a rabbit with a hat.
yep,
I
it's the
pull out
best
a
one.
rabbit and throw it at him.
The best one you've ever seen. Alright, and not seen. Remember that. Keep going. So, we're taking you to your place. Is that it right over there?
Yeah, it's the one that looks like shit.
Oh, yes, it does. That's fine. Alright. Oh, what do you know? We're here. So, what did
Yeah.
your scrapper look like?
He describes the one that you have in your possession.
Well, what do you know?
Where is it?
Drunk gestures. Coin shakes it out.
Whoa, how did you do that?
I mean, magic. That's what you paid us for.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't actually paid us, has he?
And he gives you 2,400 gold pieces.
Oh.
Not a piece, but like.
No,
two to
2,400 gold total, so everybody gets
600?
everybody gets 1,000,000 gold somehow. No, everybody gets
Guys,
everybody gets 400 gold pieces.
Okay,
once.
okay.
I'll take
We
that.
can afford to get a true resurrection scroll.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, this is my whole thank you for everything."
Well,
Well,
just tell the guild and tell people you see it was the Faust and the Furious.
All right, the next time I'm in business, do my will. That's where the guild hell was that I.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that where you made your contract?
Yeah,
Trap.
it's the closest one.
How'd you get there?
I don't remember.
Oh no.
All right.
I got hitched a ride with some people.
Which you can. Do you have any
second thoughts that, and then decides, maybe we'll go to someone else for directions on our.
Well, while you got me here, where are you headed? Druck, make an insight.
Anybody else
Druck,
can speak
Druck,
up.
make-
I'm
Druck,
currently
make
looking.
Make an insight check.
Kenna pulls another rabbit from their hat.
Or tell me what your passive insight is.
My passive insight is 24.
As you're talking to him, as you were pulling him along, most people when they're drunk, you can smell it coming out of their pores.
Mm-hmm.
You can't smell it on him at all. And you get a sense he was faking for sympathy and possibly for some reason. Where are you headed next? So I could maybe help point you in the right direction.
Oh, good. It's nice to see that you are in, the right amount of spirits.
And he'll emphasize that word, spirits.
Yeah, of course. It's cold, gotta stay warm.
Of course, we all do. We are headed to,
Your next location's Kirkwall.
Kirkwall. I was about. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Kirkwall.
Sorry.
No, that's cool. I was actually just looking it up. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
we're heading to Kirkwall. I know that there's an ocean between that and there, but perhaps there's something you know of.
Yeah, so I know Hazar told you guys this too, so this guy will just reiterate, or we'll explain the same thing. Yeah, there's a settlement on the west coast of this region, the Rio Rime Tundra, called Kitstead. It's a big it's like a big port city. The ocean around there in this region is very just ice, frozen solid. Well, you can charter an icebreaker ship from Kitstead to take you to Ironhaven. It's the best way to do it, the safest way to do it, quickest way to do it too. And then you land in Ironhaven, and you could just go straight west to Kirkwall.
My many travels I've come across quite a few alchemists who have
Never mind. I was about to just try and trick him into eating the fucking gusher. Because fuck this guy, but that's all right.
thank you for the advice.
You're welcome. Thanks for returning my vehicle. Thanks for everything. You're all wonderful people. I will tell tales of you at the tavern.
Just know that quite a few people had to die to get this back. At least 5 people died.
That's the death races for you. You know, that's just what happens.
As long as you're fine with it.
Yep, pretty much.
Thanks for the advice and the money for the bounty.
Thanks for returning my property. Have a good day. And he just unlocks the door and steps inside. Close the door. You can hear like 6 locks go like.
I would like to have a talk.
We did a mission.
Yes.
Can we like go look for a place to eat or something? Is there places?
Yes,
around here?
we can have. Well, if we have another meal today, I feel like we would spend the night. Is that all right with everyone?
It is only 2 p.m. We have,
We'd get 3 hours into travel and then it'd be dark. This far north, yeah.
Well, we could probably make it to that place on the coast, right?
How fast he's going?
If you dash,
12 miles an hour?
it's 24 miles an hour. You'd get to the coast. You'd get to. Oh boy, hold on. I did the math earlier. Taking into account if you went top speed, which is dashing. 5 hours.
Ah.
That means we'd get there, yeah.
And since it's on the ocean, it wouldn't be as dark as the rest of the place because it's Yeah. Hey, do what you guys want to do.
Yeah, we can rest here.
I think we should have a talk. That last bounty cash in put sour taste in my mouth, based on what it cost.
What do you mean?
Let's get a bit further away. Maybe get some food and drink in front of us to mask our mouths a bit.
Okay.
Yes, the only place to do that would be the place next door.
Yeah, just head back.
All right.
All right, so
Does everybody
definitely.
Sorry, does everybody else go with into the inn/tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it seems like, I mean, like, also Druck used his "I'm not fucking around" voice, so like.
Okay, cool.
I'll follow him. He
Alrighty.
seems Pretty serious. He's using his big boy voice.
Okay.
All right, so that last bounty was interesting, and how do I say it? Our client. I'm sorry I didn't pick up on this earlier, but they put on more than what they appeared. It seems. Seems they might be the type of person that would make themselves more pathetic in order to conjure up empathy in us for our contract. While I don't think anything should be stolen from someone, it does feel like the cost of this bounty was quite high in life. It was a scrapper. It's something we probably could have bought amongst us. And we ended up killing a bunch of people to get it. Now, this normally doesn't sit too terribly with me, but we are cultivating a vibe, and I don't know what. I'm conflicted.
Well, I don't, and listen, I am not one to try and endorse the taking of frivolous life, but it seems as though those who engaged in the race had already, they called them a death race, but it feels more like a death wish. Like with those races, I don't mean to, I'm not trying to put anyone in a box for these races, but I mean, and listen, they were all in the rear view for, I feel like I must say it again, the world's greatest racer. They were in the rear view. But it seems as though everyone who got into a vehicle, I didn't want to die, but it seems like everyone who got into a vehicle was ready to forfeit their lives for adrenaline. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, and I'm not saying we should, full on swing on everyone who wants to end it all. I'm just saying that maybe we shouldn't bend ourselves in knots over those who were reckless with their own lives.
I could say just it's weird with me knowing that the ones that we fought with had some code, some honor, some whatever you want to call it, associated with their lifestyle, and the one we just completed a contract with seemed definitely okay with pretending to be drunk.
Oh yeah, that is weird. But I mean, that is. It seems like not to be a total weirdo, but I feel like there's maybe a cultural like. That's how they do things here, or is that maybe I'm being? Oof, again, I have to realize maybe if I'm being too judgy all the time. Well, for real, come to Bahamut Day for me.
I think the biggest thing, though, is to understand that we're taking contracts from a guild that should be vetting these people. If there should be a level of scrutiny on the clients that we are helping. We are not helping. We have been given these contracts by the guild. If you feel as though we should.
That's a very good point. Like, I mean, how much are we supposed to be vetting people who've already been vetted? That's a good point. It's a very good point.
I understand your trepidation, Druk, in having this feeling and seeing a client that is not good by a general standard of the word. But again, it's not our place unless we make it our place to go out, seek these people that are asking for help, weighing their moral code, and then completing it.
I may be taking this more from an emotional standpoint. I try to divorce myself from that type of thing, but for some reason, after we beat them in the race, I found myself quite a bit more endeared toward them than our contract giver. Based on the way all of you carried yourselves, it seemed like you were also quite a bit more endeared towards them than, our client. Based purely on the fact that most of you had more words with them than you did our client. But that could have been based on our situation and the pressures, the social pressures involved. It's a complex thing.
Yeah, it also seems like our client, frankly, didn't want to spend 5 human words with us on things. I mean, like 5 just regular, like it was, oh, I'm pretending to be drunk. Like, I feel like there's a game inside a game with our client, and it feels like these adrenaline junkies just wanted to be straight up with us and take on the ultimate.
Question.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cabe.
Go ahead.
Justin.
Yeah.
Thinking back on all of the people that we raced with,
Mm-hmm.
how many of them seemed, and I know that we're dealing with a bunch of different races,
Yeah.
so this is why I'm going to speak in a little bit of generalities.
Mm-hmm.
How many of them seemed close to just beyond adolescence? Like how many of them seemed like super young?
Oh, none of them. They would have probably been youngest probably would have been like, we'll say in terms of human years, probably like 28. No one was like a child or anything, or teenagers or that. Just it was people who were adult.
And somehow lived that long with that mentality?
Well,
Damn.
you don't know how long those people, if these would be their first race, their second race.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Still, quite unusual for us still. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut into that, but I felt like it was kind of important
No worries.
an important thing to note based on how all of us were feeling about that. Okay. Sorry, Quoin.
I think you're muted.
I'm muted. I just was far away from the microphone, like a real.
You're also very quiet.
Am I very quiet? Maybe I could turn.
No,
it up.
you sound good for me.
Really? I've been having a really hard time hearing it.
No, sounds good
Oh,
for
I'm
me.
sorry. No, it's my bad. I'll do better the sound quality antics than just trying to be far away. I've been trying to relax a lot. Resting on my laurels. That is what I've been doing lately.
I mean, as the best racer, you got to relax sometime.
Listen, but that's what every day. Listen, you do everything if you want to be legendary. It's not just when you do things. It's everything that you do. Like you wake up and like it is you. Like if everybody's into the gym by 10 o'clock, you're there at 6:30. If everybody is, eating breakfast, you eat the shit out of breakfast. Like, it's just, you don't just... Yeah. I don't know if you'd get it. I'm like, maybe, like, I'm not trying to be condescending, but if you're going to do something, you don't, like, accidentally wake up and be legendary. You know what I'm...
Also, just a reminder, none of you need to buy alcohol because you have all those portions of alcohol you bought from this tavern in a flask on Kenna's person.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
And I'm not going to diminish your capabilities, but it does seem like you kind of accidentally fell into an Ulv. You knew nothing about these before.
Yes, but I also raced a basin with no...
Yeah, it's more about
know-how.
the mind than the vehicle itself when you really think about it.
Is it?
Racing is a what's it called?
Mindset.
Yeah, racing's a mindset more than it is an activity.
Right, and Flitz, I have the need
For speed.
Ah, you gotta go fast.
Ricky, you feel movement in one of your pant pockets, and you can see Mr. Fluffles is putting something in your pocket.
Oh, what's that? I reach in, see what's in it. Just put it in there.
A button.
Oh, thank you.
I took it off of somebody's shirt.
Oh, that sounds like stealing.
It's borrowing. I'll teach you, Ricky. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, looks like our next stop is Kisted tomorrow, early in the morning. Make sure you're all ready.
I and also kind of Flitz had a bit of business sort of to bring up.
Yeah, what was that?
We were talking, and Flitz thought it would be a good idea if I was the one to use the hourglass.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, as long as you don't mind, changing the future and stuff. If that's like a thing you can morally get behind or whatever.
What was that part again?
I don't know what any of this means.
Okay.
Kenna did identify or did learn what the hourglass does.
Yeah, if you're willing to take on the responsibility of wielding such an artifact, it's all yours, bud.
Oh dear, maybe I need to change Flitz. I think do I need to change my mind?
No.
I think you got this, Ricky. Mr. Fliffles pats you on the shoulder.
It's no pressure.
Yeah, I'll help you out if it gets rough.
Look, Kenna has her staff. Quoin with the sword. Druck has the. Druck, what do you have?
Mantle, cape,
That's right.
The cape.
cloak, whatever.
You get
however
this
you want to call it.
ostentatious hourglass.
Dax,
Yeah,
I have
like
I have a cursed axe that's trapped in the chest.
See?
so
Yeah, like I said, if you're willing to take on the responsibility.
Yeah, like a slight turn of your wrist could, change the course of history. That is much like my sword. So, yeah. If you feel
that's a lot.
you're ready for that responsibility.
I don't know if I am, but I think if I keep thinking about it, I'm not going to do it. So I think I'm just gonna take it and then see.
And
what
that
happens.
is how everyone should make decisions.
Just
Yes!
dive right in and live to make your regrets later. I like it.
Okay, all
Wow.
right.
Okay. Yeah.
Ricky will remember this.
So Kenna, do you
This is
remove?
how Ricky becomes the big bad.
So Kenna, do you remove the hourglass from the bag of holding and give it to Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ricky, the hourglass is made of painted glass that houses a spinning shard in the shape of a crescent moon that is made of pure pearl instead of sand. There is no sand in this hourglass. Just a spinning piece of pearl that looks like a crescent moon.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So what do I do with it? I guess I just sit with it, right? That's what you do with magic items?
Yeah, for things that you need to, take a little bit of time to connect with. You would normally, sit in a quiet place and just, connect with it on a spiritual level.
On that note, I'll go get us some rooms for the evening.
Oh, I also
Buy
does
rooms.
anyone want my boots? Because I'm gonna get rid of those.
What
No.
kind of boots?
I'll take him,
They make-
Ricky.
They make you faster. Can you wear boots?
We see Mr. Fluffles nodding.
Of course. You also hear Mr. Fluffles talk.
Ricky, I know we're all fairly new to this, but I don't think you should give him any magic items.
Why not?
He's got some questionable opinions about certain
God.
things.
I've rarely spoke.
Well, you.
I don't
stole
like
a
the look
button.
in your eye, Mr. Fluffles. I don't like it. I've been a rabbit. I don't like it.
Don't test me.
Pluffles was born of investigative mischief.
Yeah, of course.
I think knowing that is important to which items you give them.
Just like
Well, I mean,
rolls all three of his eyes.
I mean, if I just give him boots to make him faster and make it harder for people to hit him while he's running away, that seems pretty safe.
Yeah,
That
it's for
means
my,
I'll just
it's
keep him
for
safe.
my well-being.
Yeah, that'll keep him safe and away from danger.
That is not going to happen in this group.
What do you mean?
Away from danger is not something that this group knows much about. We go head first right into danger.
Well, right, but I mean, like, if we get into danger, then he could run away from the danger, so I don't have to worry about keeping him out of the danger myself.
Oh, you gotta run towards danger.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just think about it before you give the rabbit boots.
Okay.
If
All right.
you
I'll
don't
think.
give him the boots, he'll run into danger slower.
Before I give him the boots or think about it, does anybody else want the boots?
But I need to attune to them.
Yes.
Yes.
I would need to not use this rapier, the 9 live stealer rapier.
Mm.
And all of you know I'm quite fast anyway. So that would be kind of like beating a dead horse, so to speak.
Perfect.
I could be just super fast.
I mean,
You don't really use that rapier, do you?
I did use it on the big guy last the race. I stabbed him with it and it did a lot of damage.
Who?
The big orc person. Orc-ish or
Oh.
or what was the word?
Oni.
Oni, yes.
There was an Oni?
Yeah.
Where?
It was
right
just
next-
driving. It didn't have like.
Oh, that's what they're called.
Yeah,
I just thought it was a big ogre man.
just big. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
But orcs don't usually like, or ogres don't usually like heal like that one did.
Oh, that's true, yes. Yeah.
Couldn't heal an explosion, that's for sure.
But
Trickles up his hand for Flitz because we were there.
we
We survived.
Flizz's eyes go wide for a minute as he just relives the trauma.
Numb flashbacks.
Ricky, you feel another.
PTSD.
Ricky, you feel another thing. You feel something else get put in your pocket.
I look.
Salt shaker.
Oh.
So Projekt,
Drunk
you take
considers
those
the
boots?
conversation over. Yeah.
But also, like when
He
these things
goes
are
into them.
when these things are added to your pockets, Ricky, Mr. Fluffles doesn't budge. He just stays sitting on your
They just
shoulder.
appear in my pockets?
Yeah.
Huh.
Alright, so we spend the rest of the night here. We wake up early.
So yeah, just a reminder.
Fresh start, fresh day.
The tavern off of the bar is was 8 rooms that are just separated by privacy curtains. Each room is separated by a privacy curtain.
So, I guess here are options. We could celebrate our winnings. Perhaps even use our winnings to help bolster this town by celebrating, considering any money we spend would go towards this town. Seems like the one who gave us this coin was kind of withholding it based on their mercantile status. Perhaps we just spread it around and get some good juju associated with that to offset any bad feelings we have about this contract. How do all of you feel about that? Obviously, I'm fine with whatever you decide. I just need to spend this.
That's 400 gold each for us.
Yeah.
We could go back and buy more bombs.
You could donate.
It's
the money
only
to the
2
people.
o'clock.
This way it'd probably be 3 o'clock.
It's only 3 o'clock.
Well, I'll do half. I'll take half here, and then the rest of the 200 can go wherever you feel adequate.
I'm saying it's everyone's personal choices, so.
Well, he'll divvy up the 200 and put it into his bottle, and the other 200 he'll set on the table.
Okay. 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 Flitz.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Just
Okay.
got confused for a second.
Yeah, Druck's gonna put all 400 out there. Well, I mean, you can tell he just kind of wants to spend it. It feels dirty right now. Like, he just completed a contract. He's not feeling too great about it. You can, like, tell that just on his face. And the direction of the conversation.
I do need everybody, including Druck, to make perception checks, though.
Okay.
This is based on hearing.
That makes sense.
Dirty 20.
Natural one.
Nice.
19.
Okay.
29.
Okay.
Got a
9. Dax.
9.
9! Dax got a 15 plus 11. 26. Anyone who got above a 20 can hear thudding. Like, weird, like, distant thudding coming from the building next door, which is the contract giver's house, Ezra. Like,
Alright.
it's weird, like, poof, and then occasionally, poof, and then and then poof.
Hold on.
That didn't sound good.
Something's going on.
What?
And he'll just hold over a finger and then go investigate out the door.
Okay. Doors closed. All the curtains in the window. Does this town have fucking curtains in their windows? I don't remember. But you know, what the fuck? What's the name of this town? Ingwold. Okay. Simple wooden huts reinforced with bone. Okay, yeah. So doors closed. The curtains are all around the windows. You can just hear thudding inside, like really distant thudding, like in the basement. Like there's a basement. And judging based on the climate, there wouldn't be basements usually.
Druck's gonna look at everyone with like a serious look on his face, and then go and try to open the door.
Just opens without you did hear him lock it 6 times when he walked in, and as you walk up and you go to open the door, it just opens.
Yeah.
Because it has 6 locks, you know there would be no way to actually pick all 6 locks from the outside.
Yeah.
So you
Because they're deadbolts.
So you open it and it just opens with ease. Like, there's a table. You immediately would see into the entryway dining room that he has. Tables like thrown to the side, chairs are like thrown to the side. You can see a trail of blood leading from the table to a trap door about 30 feet away. And it's a heavy trail of blood, too, just like...
Yeah, Druck's gonna wave everybody to him, and he's gonna proceed.
Okay. You all enter the house.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. As you all enter, you all hit with the scent, like a weird smell. Kind of like... It smells like fire. But there's no semblance of any fires anywhere. Like, no smoke, no... The fireplace looks like it hasn't been lit in a few hours. Like, there's just a smell of, like, burning. And yeah, trail of blood that leads to the trapdoor. And you can still hear the thudding coming from downstairs. Like, and it's coming from down the trapdoor. Just poof, poof. And then more groaning.
Yeah, Druck's taking the lead on this one. He's just...
Okay. So you approach the trapdoor.
But, is Kenneth thinking something?
Oh no, I was just gonna follow behind Druck.
Okay. Everybody following then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get to the trapdoor.
Actually, Ricky's gonna... Before we're within 10 feet of anything, Ricky's going to summon the big spirity thing.
Right, okay. You're like
Just in
astral.
case.
Your
Yeah.
astral thing? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Druck's gonna try the handle or whatever.
Yeah,
and
it just
push.
opens with ease. Opens up with
Okay.
ease. Just... And there's steps that descend down. They're also just stained heavily with, like, blood. And there's light now that's kind of shining off of, like, a light somewhere in the basement that's actually catching the blood. And the blood looks weird. It's, like, black, not red. And you can just hear the commotion continuing. Just poof, poof. And then what sounds like someone being stabbed. Like, and then more like... And then poof, poof, more like slamming and thudding. And the smell of fire is more like concentrated when you open the trapdoor.
I don't know what's going on, but my curiosity is...
We'd run. I think.
Yes.
We were like a stab sign. Yeah.
We do
Okay.
like I don't know if you've seen that gif of that guy like getting on the stairs and then just letting his feet go.
Okay, so you
kind of going.
you race down the steps, and you see Ezra is being held up against the wall by his throat, and he's bleeding profusely from multiple wounds, but it's black, like thick blood. And the figure that's holding him up looks like an elf, but they're like 8 feet tall with these large, like infernal wings, bandages around the eyes, and they're just holding him by the throat. And the figure just turns to you all as you enter and go, "Oh, hello. Can I help you?" And Ezra's like still struggling.
Yeah, can you put him down?
Yeah, they're a client.
"They're not your client." And they turn back to Ezra and say, "Show them." And Ezra's like still struggling, going, and he's no longer, the drunk facade is like long gone. And he's like, "Don't know what you're talking about, friend. No." And he like stabs Ezra again, and you just see like more black, like sludge kind of just come out of the wound. And the figure just like, "Master wants you back home."
What does that mean? What are you talking about? Who are you?
Dax will pipe up. No, Dax wouldn't recognize this person. And then, I work for the Lord of the Nine Hells. I'm here to retrieve something of his.
And that would be our client Ezra here?
Yes.
What did they do?
We're supposed to stay in the Hells and not interfere with mortals anymore. And Ezra's like still struggling, trying to get out of the grasp, and the figure's just holding him tight up against the wall by the neck.
Do any of us have something that can like peel back the layers of
I can cast
whatever
a
this
spell
person is?
magic, but that's it.
If it's a shape change, you would need True Sight.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But if you want to try something, you can try something. Just
I
like
mean, can Quoin detect devils or
yeah,
demons?
I've got-
Quoin has an ability that does it.
Sorry, thank you. I was like, do I? Fuck, I don't know, man.
Yeah, paladins have an ability where they can
that's-
detect certain creature types.
Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. Everybody be cool.
It's a little hard to be cool when a person's being stabbed repeatedly.
Get stabbed again, just and more
Hey,
black like
hey,
sludge
it's
pours
been
out.
very clear that Quoin doesn't necessarily like this person anyway.
And also, it's very clear that Quoin is not the best judge of like.
Oh
fast
no.
reaction.
Yeah, so to redescribe, okay, I'm looking at this again. To redescribe what this elf looks like, yeah, they grew in, they're 8 feet tall. They still have elvish features, a pair of infernal bat-like wings. Their eyes are wreathed in flame. Just,
Yeah, so pretty intimidating.
and then Ezra's look like, no, you got the wrong guy, like struggling while he's
Okay.
not like he's not reacting
he's
to getting stabbed
Bleeding
either,
black.
and he's
yeah.
not reacting. He's like, no, you got the wrong guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I have divine sense, so I can detect. You can detect good and evil. At the end of your next turn, you sense anything that is affected by the hallowed spell, or location of any fiend,
Yeah.
celestial, undead within 60 feet beyond code.
Do you use that ability then? You focus on it.
Yeah, I wanna check this. I wanna know what.
Okay.
I wanna know what love is.
The dude holding Ezra, the person holding Ezra, the elf holding Ezra, doesn't ping off any of those. So this is something else that they're doing. Ezra, however, pings off as a fiend.
This is
And would
Ezra?
ping lawful evil, which would indicate devil.
Yeah, so Ezra, though Ezra has a cool name, is full on evil, so kind of up in the air. Whatever you guys want. This guy's because you.
Well,
see
it's
Quoin's
not
eyes
what you all want. It's what
Turn
my
him-
master wants.
turn a bright purple.
But they fucked with you, did they? Make a contract with you?
I mean-
Yes.
Technically, yeah,
Oh.
it was
Actually,
a job.
If I'm being honest, it feels a little bit like we had a middleman, so there's like at least a degree of separation. So
Interesting.
I don't think it would hold up in Devil Court.
You see the figure put a palm to Ezra's head, and they're holding this weird like coin that kind of resembles you've all seen the visage of the ash heart, like this holy symbol that he represents. Presses out to Ezra's forehead, and you just see Ezra's skin and flesh just like slaw off, just into a pile on the floor. And instead, being pinned to the wall, is a Cambion, basically a humanoid devil, just ruby red skin, black horns, wings, just being pinned to the wall. And then
Perhaps we should have checked to see what was going on with that scrapper.
Maybe, or perhaps we need to take this case before Judge Broody.
the figure then takes one of the hooked claws and just like slices the air and opens up this like red rift that looks out into like this hellish landscape, and like you can see like a floating city, like a floating fortress like city in the sky of this like red infernal sky being held in place by thick chains. You're basically looking into the 9th layer of the 9 hells, and you can see Ezra start to panic a little bit, and the figure drops Ezra and then slices off his wings so he can't get away, and then takes a step back and it says, "Would you all like to witness his punishment?"
Oh, I'm good.
I'm
thanks.
okay.
Yeah, we'll let you do your thing.
And you can see a big like hand come through the rift, and this figure pulls themselves through. Sam, would you like to describe what the ash heart looks like?
Yeah.
Oh. What does he look like?
Big old fiendish.
Yeah. Actually, I think so, because he regained his ability to shapeshift when he became Lord of the Nine Hells, right?
Yeah.
Well, because like, you know, he's how much?
He's
have a
got
cool idea.
He more so has the abilities of a pit fiend, but sure. He has some like
Okay.
because Asmodeus could change his form slightly.
Right.
So, yeah.
And because you know Ash was a changeling, so
And you would also know at this point, the Ashheart would know that Asmodeus' true form is actually a giant, like mile-long worm.
Mm.
So, which is true. the avatar form was the devil. You see, his actual form is
Yeah.
just a long, infinite worm. But yeah, what does the ash heart look like then?
I was gonna say the ash heart in his usual like working
He
state
still
because
also he still does have that trident, demon fame.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of like constantly shifting all over himself. It's like, you know when like you look at those things where it has like where it's like a bunch of photos like of people overlaid where it like kind of shifts from one to the other and like there's like those slight transitions in between. It's like that constantly, like his face is constantly like shifting but in different places, so it'll be like every part of his face is like a different feature and it's constantly moving and changing. His different like the parts of his body are like constantly moving and shifting, like staying the same kind of color and everything generally, but like slightly different features, just like his whole body's like writhing under his skin constantly.
He is also the size of a pit fiend and has pit fiend stats, but a little different.
Yeah, it's like kind of like size, like big hulking red demon, but just like the basic features are just like constantly just like changing, and it's just dizzying to look at.
And just steps through the rift, stabs Ezra with the trident, and Ezra kind of just like liquefies, and then the liquid turns into this like other devil, and then he just picks up the devil and just yeet through the rift. And the ash heart turns to everybody. It turns around and back through the portal. And the winged creature looks back, the rift closes, and yeah, that person would also step through the portal out, and then it just slams shut.
And we're left there with our thoughts.
And that's where we're gonna go to break.
Holy shit!
So we're gonna go to break, and then we'll be back with that. Cool. Show back here in 10 minutes.
All right.
Devils.
Fun stuff.
everybody, we're back. So yeah, you guys just witnessed Ezra get turned into a lower devil and taken back to the Nine Hells.
Well, was he turned into a lower? No, he was.
Yeah.
Because he was a higher devil, and now he's a lower devil. Never mind.
He went from a Cambion to a Lemure. But yeah, so that just happens. The portal closes, and you're all standing in the basement of Ezra's house.
Should we imbibe in more alcohols after that?
What? What?
Drink to forget, Ricky. Rule number 17 of traveling on the road.
What? Was that the
am-
devil?
Yeah, does that specific being require a specific article? Because that does also seem very. I too am on the team of like, yeah, Ricky, same team. What? That was.
Well, didn't we
unsettling.
met the real Asmodeus in that city in the keep?
Yes. Yeah,
It was that dude that was chained up in the thing, right? And didn't the dude who came through that portal look an awful lot like the dude with the robe?
No.
Never mind. Scratch that. I didn't say that.
I don't know what all of you are saying, but it looks like we just earned ourselves another piece of property.
Are we going on a deed hunt?
The basement does. Now that the smell of fire is gone, you can smell something that stinks.
Is that flesh?
It kind of smells like rot. And you all, as like that whole like encounter ends and occurs, you all feel this weird sensation like something's gone that was on you before.
Something fiendish.
I'm actually gonna look for the coins that.
Yeah, those
We
are
gave
those
them-
are fucking gone.
The coins themselves.
Yeah, the payment's gone.
apparated.
The payment's gone.
Aw,
All right.
asshole.
All right. Nice.
Dang it. So we all gotta subtract 400 gold?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Aw. I
Yeah.
need that money for diamonds.
Well, the joke's on you. I did not add it.
We really should have spent that before we just hurry up and spend it, and then like someone else's problem that it vanishes.
Yeah.
Tried to.
Luckily, you all got rid of that. So, well, yeah, all done. But yeah, the basement stinks. Like rot.
Flitz is gonna leave.
Okay.
Can I cast light to...
Well, you don't need to cast light. Light is just constantly on you.
Oh, there is. I'm gonna make myself glow brighter so we can actually see the details of this room.
Okay. There's cracks under the floorboards where you can see just like a bunch of people under the floorboards.
I'm gonna dim the lights and walk back up to the main floor.
Okay. All of the people
What?
have like
What's that?
have coins placed over their eyes.
What's the plan here?
Quoin and Flitz and Kenna just leave.
I'm right behind them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck
Druck'll
this
just
place. No.
Druck'll try to take in all the details.
Just a
Just
empty basement.
in case anyone asks.
Empty basement with a bunch of dead people under the floorboards.
He'll look for distinguishing marks on the dead people.
They're
Any
they're a
can be
various
told.
assortment of humanoids with coins placed over their closed eyes.
All right, just know that he'll take note of them in case someone says that someone's missing.
Okay.
Because there's
there-
no way that these people can be gone without them being missing. you
Yeah,
know?
is there like a town leader or city leader or
In England,
Figurehead.
You can ask around.
sure? Yeah, Flitz is just he would have walked out of the place.
Okay.
And-
There's people that drive about on Snowscrappers that are armored. They look like they might be the militia that protect the town.
Hello.
One of them steers over.
Do you have like a Inglewold town maester or?
Yeah, we're governed by Thane Bradius Bench.
Could you direct me to this Thane? please.
His last name is Bench.
Points 3 doors down to another house.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
Been to a bar called the Bench once.
Okay, you knock on the door and just a moment. And the door opens up and you see this old halfling, missing both of their legs, sitting in a specially designed wheelchair with tank-like treads and covered in an array of gadgets. Yeah, how can I help you?
Mr. Thane Bench, we have some unsettling news that we
Okay.
discovered about one of your residents. Have there been people missing?
No.
No one's gone disappearing.
Nope. And it's currently only Flitz, Kenna, and Ricky that have left They're here, right?
Do you know Ezra Bergerton?
Doesn't
think
ring a
that's his
bell.
Lives 3 doors down from you.
Nobody lives 3 doors down.
Well, someone did. And we were receiving
He
payment
looks
from a...
over where you're talking. There's no house there. It's just land.
Mm.
I look back.
You don't see a house.
No, we were just inside there.
You look back, Kenna. There's no house.
Ricky, get a mirror and look at the
I
mirror.
look over.
There's no
No,
house.
don't look over yet. Oh, no.
Oh,
You have to look at it in a mirror in reflection.
do I have a mirror? I don't think I have a. Oh wait, I have a mirror. Yeah, I got a. Flitz gave me a mirror as a gift.
I did.
Flitz's mom did.
Okay.
I'm gonna like take the mirror and line it up so I can look out the window with it.
There's no house.
I don't see a house.
But we left Druid and Quoin inside.
Let's just see where they are. 1 second, Mr. Thane.
Okay. So the 3 of you just head back towards where the house was.
I'm not leaving. I'm watching.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'll
point.
walk
I'm gonna
outside.
point.
No, you're outside. He didn't invite you into the house. He's talking to you guys at this entry to his house.
I'm gonna point where the house was. Quoin. Quoin.
Quoin, you can hear Flitz.
Respond.
It works.
Oh, okay.
I got you. Yes, yes. Oh,
I can't see the house anymore.
coin over. Wait. What house?
The house that you're in. Or we're in. Are you still in the house?
All right. This is important. Open your eyes.
They're... Oh, okay. They're open. This house is still not there.
Wait, shut up. What? Oh, wait,
Druid and Quoin, I need you both to make charisma saving throws.
Oh no.
This is not gonna go well.
Oh, and
for
Dax
Druck.
does too.
Oh no.
This is not gonna go well for Druck.
Yes, but you're near me, so
You get a plus
you'll
one.
Plus one.
Plus 1.
10.
for a 10.
Okay.
Gross.
Oh
I have a
god.
12.
Dax got a 6 plus 1. Plus 1 for an 8.
Oof, a doof.
Okay,
These are not great.
Flitz, during the message, you can hear the sound of like screeching devils. And Druck, Quoin, and Dax, the house is starting to like shake, and the floor opens up, and it looks like the house is starting to fall back into the Nine Hells.
It's like the end of fuck. What's that movie where it's like
Drag Me.
the house is on a
Oh.
the house is on a
Poltergeist?
Yes, thank you.
It's very much like that, but it looks like the house is being pulled into hell, and all the
Let
bodies under
us-
the floorboards are being like pulled into hell.
Oh my gosh, it's time for us to fucking boogie. Let's go, 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 let's go.
Going.
All of you make now, because I need you all to make dexterity saves, but with disadvantage because you failed the charisma save.
Oh no.
No.
I have advantage on dex saves.
Yeah, so it's
is
just a
that
straight roll for
flat
you.
Roll?
Why do you have advantage on dex saves?
I don't.
If it's
I have it on my sheet.
Oh, it's because it's if something is specifically targeting you.
oh, this is
Thank
different.
That's a shield master
Alright,
fee.
This
Yeah.
is
so
different
that's-
then. This is just
sorry,
this is
sorry,
disadvantage
sorry,
then, yeah.
cancel.
Because this is you just trying to outrun not getting pulled into the Nine Hells.
Thank you. So I'm going to.
Dax has advantage because they can see this happening,
Mm-hmm. Barbarian.
which is good because
So,
they rolled 2
flat
4s.
roll.
They rolled 2 4s.
Then plus one.
Oh.
So 21 for coin.
4 plus 2 plus 1.
Druck got a
7.
22.
Okay, so you can see
21 plus 1.
You can see Dax lagging behind, and Dax starts to plummet.
Quoin is going to.
But
since
they cast levitate on. No, wait, hold on. They got spells they can do. They levitate. And they start levitating out of the fall, land back on the wood, and keep running.
So since I have 60 feet, I'd like to push them on like a kite.
You don't need to. They have their own. They can handle it themselves. They levitate up and they keep running.
They're using their arms.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Plus, if they dash, they got 80 feet. So they're just like. And you and the rest of you, if you guys exit the house, the rest of you just see Druck, Quoin, and Dax just walk out of an empty space. Just,
Mr.
But
Thang,
we,
do you
like-
see that?
But we full on as Druck gets out of there, he's just like, and then rolls.
yeah, the elderly man in the wheelchair is just like, okay.
Mr. Thane, I'm going to make a small donation to your city because you lost a piece of property.
There
And I'll
wasn't,
put a single gold on the
there wasn't
ground.
property there though.
Well, this is for the property that wasn't there, that doesn't exist. He will put a single gold on the ground and walk away.
He presses a mechanism on his wheelchair, and the coin levitates and floats towards him. And he puts it in his pocket.
Okay. Forgive me, Justin.
Yeah.
As Druck shakes everything off and looks around, because we heard thudding and thumping as
Yeah, from the house.
drew us. Yeah. And based on the racket.
Yeah.
Is there a certain number of people around that
Nope.
are investigating this? How is it other than the Thane? Is there anybody else?
There was a guard that Flitz talked to, but that person would have driven away by that point. So it was just the Thane.
Does the Thane's facial features match any of those that Druck just saw in the floorboards?
You'd be too far away to tell.
Oh, okay, so since the Thane is the only person around and everybody and two of his friends are next to him, he'll investigate. Obviously look to make sure that everybody else got out of there, but then he's heading over. He's in the process of heading over.
Okay. As you get over, he's not recognizable in the slightest.
Okay.
He just seems confused that 3 people popped out of nowhere.
Magic.
Well, I think I'll let someone else who's more experienced deal with whatever that is.
Are you guys okay? You guys all made it out all right?
Yeah.
Do you see the building now?
Still
No,
no.
I'm literally standing right in front of you, Quoin.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm gonna hold up the wand of secrets.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I'm gonna walk to where that house was.
No, there's nothing.
Wand first.
There's nothing.
Where's the scrapper?
Oh, at this point, I don't feel like there was. This was all a ruse by this Ezra person.
But for what?
Obviously, with the body collection, this must have been a nice place to just be isolated and not be found.
Thinking back, did any of the bodies, any of the faces match up with the people that we raced against?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, the cold, far to the north, kind of off away from a lot of people. Maybe this Ezra thing, this devil, thought that it was a good place to find respite in solitude away. But we, with our, I don't want to say intrusion, but with our arrival, though it'd be odd to put a request in, maybe the whole point of Ezra was at one point trying to, maybe this is a ruse. The Snowscrapper quest was a ruse. to get people to their place.
I
don't
mean,
know. I don't think
Ezra
all
didn't
this-
seem like they were trying to, I don't know, buy our souls or nothing. Like, he seemed pretty upfront, aside from, pretending to be intoxicated.
And an actual person.
Yeah. Aside from that, Flitz.
Well, that's a big secret. That's a bigger secret than being intoxicated. Maybe.
I mean, maybe they were self-conscious about their true appearance and just wanted to live like a normal person on this plane.
With dead people in the basement floor?
That's
What?
a little bit weird. You got me there.
got me there.
The Thane is like, well, there is no house. I can't confirm any missing people here in Ingwold. So
Thank you for your time.
Is there anything going on with this guy? Just in my
he's a very
vibe check.
old man in a wheelchair.
Okay.
He's like, I could contact some people that are more experienced, who have knowledge of this sort of thing, contracts and devils and the like.
I think you should for your place's sake.
I mean, it seemed like the person in there already had it pretty handled.
Should we message the person with the guild, the Wayfarers Guild, in Byzantium, to see, because that's where this person said that they made their contract, to see if they actually met this person, because this is all very strange that no one would remember or even see this one.
You could try, but wasn't the contract giver in Byzantium like a metal post with a face on it, like a spell on it?
Yeah, that sounds familiar because I don't really remember.
I mean, we could.
Oh,
contact
because they were in the
person.
middle of building the place.
Yeah.
So it wasn't.
I
an
mean,
actual
we could
person.
contact the person we got the quest from.
That's the one in Anundial, right?
Yeah. Kind of be like a, hey,
Yeah,
who's the best
you got.
to contact
yeah.
in this situation?
If you do recall, you picked up the quest in Anundial City, and when you picked up the quest, Wayfarers guilds weren't open on Remnant yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where is?
So they had a little slip up when they with their little story.
Hmm.
Well, whatever. Mr. Thane, I would recommend that you contact someone about demons and devils and see if there's any more in your city. I'm going to go back to the tavern.
Okay. He's like, okay.
We all chitty bang bang back to the
He
tower.
audibly like talks. Okay. Order of the Demon Hunter. There's one in. Okay. Yes. Order of business. Thank you for your help. For whatever that may have been. Perhaps. I don't. He just seems really confused. Like, there's no house there.
I can't really defend
He's,
that.
he's trying to like wrap his head around like. What happened?
Hmm.
Oh, poor Inglewold. It's all downhill from here.
I hope not.
Sorry, I like.
Just
feel like
because
that's-
you know,
I have a lot invested into this town.
Yeah. He goes back into his house and closes the door.
He withdraws all of his shares in Bitcoin.
He leaves. He leaves the entire town behind.
Moves to Florida.
So you head back to the tavern then?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we're gonna just kind of consider this interlude into what
What
we
the
were actually.
fuck?
Yeah. Oh, WTF interlude and
Yeah.
drink this shit around.
Okay. You still have 5 portions or 4 portions of a drink on Kenna's person that you bought earlier today when you were at the tavern.
Is that what the throat puncher is called?
It was
is that
the
what that
throat
sounded?
burner.
Okay.
Throat burner.
Throat burner.
Throat
That's-
puncher.
That's what Ezra was drinking.
You take a shot of it and somebody just runs up and decks you in the throat.
Yeah.
If you can swallow it down, you get
Ricky,
a reward.
you feel
If
something
can't-
else get added to your pockets.
Oh, what's this? I look.
A glass eye.
Oh dear. Did this come out of someone?
I have no idea, man.
What do you mean you have no idea? Where'd you get it?
That's the mystery.
Yes, it is, and I would like an answer.
Well, where do you think glass eyes come from, Ricky?
People's heads.
Not this one.
Is there a glass maker in town?
I guess that's for us to wonder.
Where
Can
did you
I
get these things?
can I hear this at all?
Oh, of course. Mr. Fluffles is not quiet about it.
I'm gonna check my component.
Oh, Quoin, hold on a second. Does your ability... What are the creatures that your ability detects again? Your divine sense.
It's only for one action.
Yeah, but what creatures does it detect?
Oh, it detects celestial, fey, and
It would have detected Fey originating from Mr. Fluffles, which isn't really a big stretch because that Peshan
Yeah.
made Mr. Fluffles.
Yeah.
Hearing this and hearing the word glass eye, can I look in my pouch to see if my clairvoyance glass eye has been taken?
Yeah, it's not there. Yep, so Ricky, you gotta know. I paid for it, so it's honest.
You paid. When did you pay for it? I didn't even see. You have money?
You guys have been giving me money the whole time.
Have we?
Yes.
Okay, I get
Mr.
it.
Fluffles,
Yeah.
where the hell is my glass eye?
That's the mystery. And Ricky and I are here to solve it for 10 gold pieces each.
I know you took it, you bastard bunny. Give it back.
I don't have it.
Mr. Fluffles, did you take Kenna's glass eye?
Mr. Fluffles, Ricky, you're being very suspicious. And he pulls it out of Ricky's pocket and goes, holy fuck.
Can I insight check this bunny?
Yeah, go for it. With advantage, because, like,
I'm gonna use my giant D20 that I just
Yeah.
got.
you have advantage. He rolled a 2.
Okay. A 12 plus 6 for 18, and then
No, he fucking,
okay, so 18 total.
He took it, but you never saw him move off of Ricky's shoulder.
I'm just gonna hold my hand out for it.
You feel a sensation in your pocket, and it's back in the pouch where it was, but Mr. Fluffles hasn't moved.
Listen,
Yep.
you furry fuck. You can take anything.
Technically.
You can, if you want to have fun, sure, go for it. I love a few pranks here and there. Just don't take any of my spell components. All right?
Sure.
I'm not gonna make a deal with you because Quoin said you were a fake creature.
Figured
But I
that was
will
fairly
not
obvious.
hesitate.
Oh.
I will not hesitate to send you back to the Feywild. You hear me?
Sure.
And I want to try to make an intimidation check.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I guess this bunny.
Let's give him a wisdom check here.
That's a natural 17 for an 18.
Yeah, whatever. Sure.
That's pretty good for Kenna. Goddamn.
I won't steal
It's that
spell
beard,
components
right?
anymore.
It's that beard.
You won't steal anything of value, of more than 100 gold value anymore.
Nothing more than 100 gold value.
All right.
Ricky, you feel something else get added to your pockets?
Feel in there.
99 gold coins.
Where did you get this money?
I haven't moved.
How are you doing this?
I'll teach you.
Perhaps we should get out of town or something. But not yet, of course. We should get some rest.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Ugh.
Alright, so let's just start digesting all of this, right? I don't know really what happened there. I heard a lot of nine hells talk, demons, devils, what have you. Is there anything that I should really know other than try to forget what we just saw?
I don't know anything about the Nine Hells, if we're being honest, so.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
His voice is turning into Beetlejuice.
Me neither.
That seems fitting.
Yeah, keep it.
Mr. Fluffles, Mr. Fluffles, Mr. Fluffles.
Don't do it.
Jump into the line.
Flitz, since you would have studied the planes in the Nine Hells, you can choose to tell
Sure.
Druk information if you want. You don't have to roll for this.
Can.
The school.
Sure. I will
Okay.
try to pull from whatever knowledge Flitz has
Sure.
from teachings.
It's the Nine Hells. Devils. 9 layers. All worse than the last. The first layer of Avernus, you would have learned that there are infernal vehicles that drive around Avernus and are fueled by souls. Anyone who visits the plane turns evil if they're not. That just happens.
That's crazy. That's super bad.
The river Styx flows through it, and if you fall into the river Styx, you lose your mind and any sense of who you were permanently.
I mean, that kind of happens when you turn evil.
And then the soul, and then the river also is filled with souls. It's a cool place. You don't want to go there. It's real bad. Fiends used to make contracts all the time up until 36 years ago, or devils used to make contracts all the time up to 36 years ago. And then they all stopped suddenly. No one knows why. And today you might have found out why. They were ruled to stop making deals with humanoids. And this Ezra dude was making deals with people. Hence why he can probably put together why he had people in his basement. He kept their bodies, and their souls were probably somewhere in there.
Did I hear you were making deals, you wee little shit? Come here, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off and turn you into a lemur.
Yes, and higher devils can.
Yes.
Higher devils can D-rank devils, and basically they could turn a higher devil that's higher than another devil could turn that devil into a lower devil if it so pleases.
Does the creature that we saw, the elf with the wings and the blindfolds, does that ring a bell?
They did not ping Fiendish when Quoin did their ability.
Okay. Interesting.
So they were neither celestial, fey, fiend, or undead. But yeah, that doesn't ring. No, that doesn't ring a bell. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Actually,
Okay.
history
That's a
check.
roller coaster,
History
Justin.
check. Actually,
A roller coaster.
Not great. 18.
not great. Humanoid
9.
humanoid followers of the Ashheart can enter a sort of pact with him, not like a warlock. It's a different pact where they can be imbued with the powers of devils to hunt down demons, and also hunt down other things based on what the Ashheart orders them to. So, like, if there's a devil causing shit on the material plane, he sends these members of this order to hunt down said devils and bring them back to the Nine Hells. So it was just a
Devil
humanoid
cops.
who was granted abilities by the Ashheart to rid the material plane of demons and devils.
Cool. That's sweet.
But they're still considered. Ashheart is considered not good.
You would know that they're considered,
Like with the vibe
Yeah.
of.
because you would have
Nine
been
Hells.
you would have been given information about every plane and the
Sure.
gods that rule the plane usually.
Mhm.
Ashheart is the current devil ruling the Nine Hells. Not much is known other than this deity, other than his insistence on putting his followers as combatants in the blood war. which is also like his devilish followers into the Blood War,
Right.
which is the war between devils and demons that just goes on continuously. And yeah, ever since he took power 36 years ago, when Asmodeus was dealt with, the appearance of devils on the material plane has significantly waned. And his cleric domains of clerics that follow him would be like war, order, trickery, and light.
Okay.
Light domain clerics following a devil. And his
Fire domain.
And his symbol is an open fanged mouth surrounded by fire.
Fun.
But he's the current ruling devil of the Nine Hells, and not much is known about him. But you witnessed the Yashart today, so there's that. That's what Flitz
Well,
is. Yeah.
that's a lot of information that I just recalled. I don't know if there's anything relevant to us proceeding forward, though.
Perhaps it's worth a story when we make camp on our travels.
Yes. It'll be a night that I'm not in my bottle then. Speaking of that, what time is it?
I'll say the talk.
4 or 5 o'clock.
It's
3:30.
the talk with the Thane and the thing that went in the house. We'll say 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So what, we get 8 hours of sleep, that'll put us at 1 a.m.
If we fall asleep right now,
No.
Hate that.
We'll just wait until 12 if we were,
And
or like
since-
till, you know.
And since
like
Ezra,
normal people.
since
And,
Ezra
yeah.
was the only person you saw in the tavern, you 6 are the only people in the tavern for like even like as time's passing, no one really comes in.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna get Vin's book out and his book and just
Okay. You open up the book and it says "You up." It doesn't.
no, just doodling. But he will go through Vin's book as he has been doing and making annotations on, oh, this actually could be if you said it this way.
Mhm.
Is there, how would, yeah, I don't think I've ever asked because I don't think you've ever been here whenever Flitz has fucked around with Vin's book. What does Vin write in? Like, what does he do his spells in?
Oh,
Script, language.
it is
Yeah.
a combination of Draconic and Celestial, actually.
Okay, yeah. Then I think that was established at some point because Flitz would be going through correcting your Draconic. It'd be like, oh, what if you did? But he would write it in a different color.
Okay.
And so it'd be like a teacher marking, marking your spells. Because I'm pretty sure Flitz went through schooling
Yeah.
longer than Vin, or
Ven technically
Never
didn't
really
go
went,
to
right?
school.
yeah.
Yeah. Ven was a
Honorary student.
physician. It was the nurse's office assistant who got night schooled.
And I think we
Okay.
established that Flitz did have passing knowledge of Ven because of
Yes.
his
Yeah.
work in the infirmary.
It was the woman that
Mhm.
Vin knew.
Yep.
Flint's knew. But yeah, that's what he does. He'll write in the margins of your book. So-
Also, yeah. So the rooms are the rooms are just off of the tavern, so you can see them, and they're all separated by privacy curtains. Anybody else doing anything at the table, the dining room table in the bar?
Can
Yeah.
we continue our path?
With the-
Learning.
Oh yeah. Let me pull out my flashcards real quick.
You're at 1 week out of 10 currently, and 25 hours of total of this. You haven't done this in a while, yeah.
I added some new ones. These are the not like the colloquial names, but like the scientific or arcane
boy.
names that you would more often find in actual recipes and like the alchemical symbols that you might find in recipe books. So we're gonna do some flashcards on those this week. All right.
What are they written in?
I've like phonetically written them in common.
Okay.
What's Druck's intelligence? Okay, Druck has the basic understanding of reading then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was
Like,
6,
knowing-
you just couldn't read.
Yeah. So knowing that
great.
Druck wouldn't be able to like memorize Elvish caricatures. I just phonetically wrote things out as I would have learned them in the common script.
Okay.
And start showing Druck. All right, now this one's pronounced affluencia. It looks like this, but like this is the symbol they use for it, and then this is how it's written out in Elvish, I think. I just kind of memorized them.
What does that mean?
It's this toadstool, and I flip a picture of the card around.
The picture looks familiar.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
What's it look like?
It's like a really flat cap, I guess. Really flat cap. With little, I guess, droplets of more fungus dripping down from the cap. So it kind of looks like an umbrella mushroom, I guess.
That's the bad umbrella.
Yes! Good job, Druck. High five.
All right. Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna drop another one real quick. All right. This is a symbol, not a word. And it's a triangle with the point facing up and then a line through it. All right, what is this, do you think?
Which direction is the line through it going?
Left to right. You got it right. You started saying it with the You're halfway there.
The barkeep who's like overhearing this just turns away, just like, I'm just gonna give them some privacy.
So the dirt that we sometimes use to filter our water through, what is that? What is that also called?
Silt.
Another word for silt?
Dirt.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
Mud.
Close. What do we also call the ground beneath our feet? What do we call? What do you dig into?
Earth.
Yeah, that's it. That's Earth. This is the symbol for the element of Earth.
What?
Yeah, people are lazy, so they made symbols for a lot of things to make it easier to like write out recipes, I guess. I don't know. I think it's stupid too.
I mean, that would be easier if you just used color, right?
Then what if you're colorblind though?
Well, then it would still look like how you perceive Earth.
But what if this was supposed to be fire and you're red-green colorblind? But someone writes all their fire notes in red, but then someone sees Earth as green. Then when they get mixed up all the time, that's why you have the symbol.
Druck, make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Can I use this as an act of casting guidance on
Intelligence saving
Druck?
throw.
All right.
Oh no,
Plus,
it's
actually-
plus one with plus one.
That's actually really good. Damn.
yes.
What'd you get?
21.
Oh yeah, you're not. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
It hurts
All right.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll stick with familiar plants and the 4 element symbols for today. All right.
This was so much easier when we were just mixing stuff and I was smelling it.
Yeah, but I don't have anything to
Doesn't
like
seem safe.
mix up right now, so. I mean, if you want, we could take some euphoric dust and try studying after.
We could study. Don't mean to interrupt. We could also study Ven's dust.
Wait, who said that?
Dax.
Dex, I don't know if I can make anything out of Ben's stuff right now,
But that's how you make euphoric dust.
but I don't have the recipe.
Oh.
I don't know how long.
I'm
you
not
have to-
suggesting we consume Ven. Or inhale Ven. I don't know. But at least
you look
Ven's
like you're
still
having
here
another
with
idea.
us. Right? At least Ven's still here with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out his little box of ashes, just kind of put it on the table. So have it.
What's he stored in again?
I don't know, like a little jewelry box.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Not like a coffee container.
Yeah.
Coffee can.
All I had was this extra shoe
I mean, it's laced up real tight. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I think,
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll give
Yeah.
Drak another 5 hours of potions
Yeah,
left.
Okay.
thanks, Gunna.
What's everybody else? We know what Flitz is doing for 5 hours then. What's everybody else doing for 5 hours before you get your long rest in?
The very least, Ricky is going to attune to the hourglass.
So the cool thing with the hourglass is as you focus on it, it's instantaneously because it's like this
Oh,
thing
is it?
doesn't have any perception of time.
Oh.
And it automatically also
Wow.
unattunes you to it. An item of your
Well, I was gonna unattune to.
Yeah.
Intentionally unattune to the boots of speed.
Yeah, so it's like the hourglass is sensing what you're doing, and you automatically unattune to the boots and automatically attune to the hourglass.
Oh. Well, that's cool.
Because
Well,
time,
that's-
for this thing, time just doesn't exist.
Quoin is gonna spend the 5 hours reading the Ulv manual, the mechanics manual.
Nice.
I don't think you guys were given a mechanics manual. You're just given the Tinker's tools to repair. Because they said it was a fuck around and find out repair thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Quoin's gonna fuck around for 5 hours.
Just like pull the Ulv out in the middle of the bar and just like fuck with it.
Maybe even go outside.
Okay,
and just
cool.
Sit crisscross applesauce and start
Okay,
like
cool.
just fucking with.
Okay, we can mark off that you have 5 hours of learning how to use Tinker's tools then.
If Quoin needs it, every hour or so I'll get up and cast light on his helmet so he has some light after it gets dark.
Okay, cool. Ricky, as you attune to the hourglass,
Mm-hmm.
you feel more perceptive than you've ever been.
I was about to say, Ricky is probably spending these 5 hours getting used to the fact that when he's not paying attention, because it's only the passive one.
Yeah.
Only when he's not paying attention, it's just like his peripheral senses are just so in depth, and as soon as he goes and like focuses on anything, it's just gone.
You can hear Mr. like, well, he doesn't have a heartbeat, so never mind. You can hear everyone's heartbeat basically, which Druk also hears all the time. Heartbeats. What's your passive perception now?
30.
You're tied with Druk.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. He's trained, and that thing brought it up by 10.
You also feel like you can never be surprised as long as you're
Yeah.
conscious. Actually, it says cannot be surprised, so that includes while unconscious.
Dang.
And you have advantage on initiative rolls.
You're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Whenever when you finish a long rest, roll 2d20s and record the numbers rolled. You basically get the
Mhm.
divination wizard's divination ability.
Except it's that one is also before they're rolled, right? Because I think it's the
You have to
same,
do
it's
you have
just
to
like
do
the
it.
lo-
You have to do it before the roll.
Right, and that's the same thing as the wizard ability, right?
It's directly the same.
Okay, cool.
And once per short rest, you can twist a knob on the hourglass and summon an entity from the plane of Mechanus.
Yeah.
1 charge to summon a monodrone, 2 to summon a duodrone, 3 to summon a quadrone, and 4 to summon a pentadrone.
Nice.
Whoa.
So Quoin is outside tinkering. Alright. So everyone can mark off 5 hours of whatever they were doing. So Druk's training in that would bump up to 30 hours.
Yep.
Flitz is gonna, I would say during the 5 hours, would have recorded Magic Mouth.
Sounds good. That's a fun
So-
spell.
Did we get separate rooms or?
Each room is 4 copper. And when you open up the curtains, it's only like a bed and a table. They're pretty narrow.
Okay.
But it's a 4 copper per room, so. Small little rooms just off the tavern, no doors, just little curtains.
Have they already been paid for?
I'm going to assume, yeah.
Okay.
So 4 copper each if you want.
Before I go to sleep, I wanted to send a message.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh wee.
Ooh wee. Who you sending it to?
I would like to try to send it to my papa, Mr. Peshan.
Oh fuck. Okay.
It didn't work last time, but I'm gonna try again.
Maybe he just didn't want to talk to you. Yeah, go for it. I think you're also on another plane of existence when you tried.
No, it was like just outside of Argent. Oh no, I was trying to have my mom go in his direction.
Correct. That's what you're trying to do.
Couldn't find him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because that was before I had the staff. I'm gonna say, hey, Dad. It's Kenna. Where are you? You want to meet up? That's all I said.
Okay.
Are you pooping?
Are you taking a shit? All right.
We have about a half a week of about a full week, maybe 2 of bounty stuff or
if you drive at a full speed, you'll get to the final location. It's not counting rest and everything. But if you go at a dash on your Ulvs, you get to the last location of your bounty, which is the very southern point of Remnant, in 2 days. If you dash on the Ulvs, I did the math earlier today. If you don't dash, it's 8 days.
Also, I have teleport, so I could teleport
Also that.
somewhere and back.
Okay.
At
Not
least
bad.
Forget
I said nothing. Sorry.
Couple minutes go by.
A 1-day delay max.
Couple minutes go by.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be contacting me. It's not safe. If I tell you where I am, they're gonna find me too, and you shouldn't contact me again. I'm sorry, but it's to keep you, your mother, and you safe. I love you. And then that's the end of the message. There's a response.
Do I have Scry prepared?
I think you can also cast it through the staff. I don't remember.
I don't think I the staff. I don't have Scrying prepared. Shit.
That's a well. If you would have thought, when was the last time you prepared your spells?
It would have been top of this day.
Because I haven't because I've been controlling your character for the last couple sessions. So.
But this sending came about from my conversation with Quoin from earlier. So
okay.
To avoid being meta, would not have prepared Scrying today.
Okay.
Before that conversation.
Okay.
Which was after the race.
Well, he said, "What are you doing? I'm trying to keep you safe." But also he said,
"At least I know he's alive."
He said, "It was like why are you contacting me? It's not safe. I need don't contact me. I'm trying to keep you, your mom, and myself safe." So you get a sense he doesn't know something.
Yeah. I don't want to get him riled up, so I won't contact him again tonight.
Okay.
But I am gonna try to scry on him in the morning.
He's alive.
He's alive. That's all I care about.
All right.
But I can go to sleep knowing that.
Cool.
Content.
As you all drift off one by one, whenever you do, Ricky, it's hard for you to fall asleep tonight, Ricky, just because it's your first time adapting to this sudden
I also realized something.
Oh, perfect.
About what you just said, actually.
About what?
About Ricky sleeping.
You're aware while sleeping too, right? Because you're in a trance.
Well, yeah, Ricky doesn't sleep. He's an elf.
Yeah, he's in a trance.
Yeah.
So just never surprised.
Yeah. Well, I just meant also just I realized I don't think Ricky dreams.
You still have visions and stuff when you're in a trance.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume so.
All right.
Because
otherwise
you
remain conscious. Yeah.
Well, you can still hallucinate and see things while you're conscious.
That's true. Because I think that elves are immune to the dream spell, for example.
Sure.
But yeah.
So as you all sleep in trance,
I guess I should point out Flitz doesn't sleep anymore.
That's too bad.
He has aspect of the moon, so he won't be sleeping at all.
Interesting. Unfortunately.
That's fine, yeah.
You don't sleep then. You and Ricky are kind of in the same state then right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with Ricky. We're gonna go with Flitz first then. Actually, we're gonna go with Ricky first then because of your new heightened perception.
Okay.
As you're laying there, Mr. Fluffles is sleeping. You hear this weird creaking, groaning noise coming from outside your room, Again, no door, just a curtain. There are windows, but the windows are pearled with are just drawn with like furry curtains. Yeah, you just hear this weird like creaking and groaning noise coming from outside your your curtain and from out the window, just like this weird like. And the creaking starts to grow into like undulating, like wet undulating.
Get up.
Okay.
Gonna peek past the curtain.
You look out into a long stone corridor. Close the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Turn around. Gonna go back. Was that the window or was that the door?
That was the door.
Oh. Gonna go back over and check the window.
Okay. Looking through the window is a massive yellow eye, just
Yeah.
and darkness all around it, just staring through the window.
Mr. Fleffel, something strange is happening.
Mr. Fluffles wakes up, but doesn't seem to acknowledge you. Just kind of looks around and then goes back to sleep.
Mr. Fleffels,
Just
walk over and poke him.
Yeah, he's real. He just says, "Fuck off! I'm sleeping."
All right, fine.
And the undulating noise is like getting louder and louder. Just,
Where is it coming from?
and then it starts to turn into like a. It sounds like it's coming from next door. Like the heartbeat sounds like it's coming from next door. Just,
Gonna peek out and we're looking in that direction.
yeah, you just see stone wall because it's a corridor.
Is there a doorway in it or is it just solid
It's
stone?
it's a solid stone corridor that stretches ahead about 30 feet and turns to the left.
Go down the hallway.
Okay. You feel something hit your shoulder as you walk down the corridor. Not heavy, just like a hit, and you look down. There's just like a looks like drool just kind of cascading down your shoulder.
I look up.
Just wall, like just ceiling. Looks like the ceiling's drooling a little. And you keep going. Okay. A window kind of forms on the wall directly to your left.
I look.
You see Flitz. Just doing what Flitz is doing right now. Writing. But the perspective is you're behind Flitz. Like you're looking through a window behind Flitz.
Interesting.
Like right into Flitz's room in the inn.
I climb through the window.
It's currently it's glass. You can try to open it if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll open the window.
Flitz, you hear the window behind you opening up of its own accord. And you see Ricky climbing through your window.
Ricky, what are you doing?
Do you hear that like gub 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 noise? And was there a giant eye outside your window too?
Flitz, you hear the goop, as soon as Ricky mentions, you hear the goop 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 goop. And as you also look at Ricky crawling through the window, you see behind the window is just a stone corridor.
Ricky, are you okay?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Everybody else in your own prospective rooms, this is considering everyone's gone to bed at this point, you all start to hear the goop 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 in your room. And it kind of stirs you awake.
Anyone else hearing that?
The rest of you hear like a voice that sounds like distant, echoing. Can anyone else hear that? Hear that? Hear that? Hear that?
Struggle slam the wall.
You slam your wall, and it's like you're hitting Jello, in terms of texture, just like.
Alright, everyone, get together.
Get together, get together, get together, get together.
Okay, Ricky, hold my hand.
Hold my
Okay.
hand, hold my hand, hold my hand.
Don't
hold
tell
my
me
hand.
twice.
twice.
He'll pull the curtain because
K-pop.
next to the curtain that divides, assume Flitz and Quoin's sleeping area. He'll pull the curtain.
Okay. Quoin, you see the curtain to your room open up, and Flitz is standing there.
Holding Ricky's hand.
Okay, that is a wild thing that's happening.
And behind them is just a long, narrow stone corridor.
Okay, so what's going on?
Don't know.
And then Druck,
Don't
as
know.
you like punch the wall, you kind of feel like your arm gets stuck in it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're kind of like pulled through the wall into the room where everyone is currently with Quoin. So it's Quoin, Flitz, Ricky, and you now. As you get pulled in through the wall, so everybody sees Druck kind of get pulled through the wall and land in the room.
Yeah, when Druck does that, he's gonna look at the nearest, like, mirror.
There's a window that has would have a reflection on it. There are no mirrors.
Sure, he'll look at the something that will get his reflection, and he'll stick his tongue out and see what the eye is doing.
The eye is just like moving around erratically, just like looking in like every direction, like it's just like.
That's what he's doing.
Isn't this what the eyes did in the dream?
Yes.
Are they moving pretty
Yeah,
erratically?
yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Flitz is gonna put his hand on his thigh to see if he can feel
You
the
can feel
eye.
the eye just like moving.
Yeah,
like
it's
in,
like REM sleep
it's in
where you
REM,
can
yeah,
see-
it's very much
yeah.
like it's in REM sleep. Just.
Let's get Kenna and Dax and oh no, Kenna,
Canna,
Dax.
Dax. You
just
all,
come through the curtains, or touch a wall or something.
I'm gonna reach out and touch the wall next to me.
okay, it sucks you up just.
Ah!
And you guys watch as Kenna is slowly deposited through the ceiling. Just.
Oh, catch her, catch them.
Oh, yeah.
And you see Dax like slowly rises up out of the floor, kind of like the T-1000.
That's not
Just-
fair. Why do you get to come up from the floor and I have to fall from the ceiling?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think that's a concern right now, Kenna. I think your priorities are in weird positions.
Is
How
everybody?
weird priorities, Flitz.
Well, you're all here, and that beating, that the heartbeat noise is getting louder and louder to almost like a deafening pitch. Just.
Hallway,
Hallway.
right there.
Okay.
Do we go?
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
He's still holding on to Ricky's
Why
hand.
are you running?
Okay. As you run out into the corridor, the floor of the corridor is soft and malleable.
I like that.
And one by one, you just through the floor, and you're back in that void space that you had in the last shared dream you had. And the figure that you saw that was made of eyes and bound in chains is very much, like, much closer than last time. And you all wake
But
up.
we
having-
didn't even.
Oh,
We didn't
Wait.
even. We don't remember seeing it from last time.
correct.
Correct.
You don't.
Okay.
But you get there's like a weird like tickling sensation of like trying to recall a memory and how this does feel familiar, but you don't know how.
Mhm.
But he's much closer this time, the figure, and you can see like people being like pulled into his flesh, or like what would be flesh, and where these people are like absorbed, become eyes that appear on the body. And you all wake up having gained the benefits of a long rest.
Ah.
And before we end it, a couple of things to do real quick. I need everyone to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Is this against a magical effect or a spell?
It is a magical effect, and everyone wakes up in their own room, so no plus ones,
Okay.
Oh, except for me.
except for you.
Question, Justin.
Yeah.
What happens first? Do I roll my divination dice or do I roll the saving throw?
This is the act of a god. Wisdom saving throw first.
Okay.
And you said at advantage or what?
Not at advantage, just straight rolls.
Okay.
Oh, with you, yes. You, yes.
Well, I have advantage on magic effects as well.
So Flitz has advantage too.
Okay. Please.
No.
Okay.
Cool
Yep.
beans. All right. We're going to go in order. Ricky, what'd you get?
8.
What's the first part of your body that you think of?
When he wakes up, I'm gonna think when he wakes up, it's probably gonna be one of those things where the first thing he's gonna do is look at it, look at his hands
Okay.
to see if they're in front of him.
You look at your... Pick a hand.
Left.
You look at your left hand upon waking, and an eye that matches your own appears on the palm of your hand.
Ah!
Roll me a d6.
All right. 4.
4. Give your perception score a +4 bonus.
Oh, Jesus.
God damn.
How do you do that?
Ricky's
Or
coming for your
customers?
throne, Druck.
Kenna, what'd you get?
24.
Okay, you're fine. Quoin, what'd you get? I didn't hear you. What'd you get?
I'm sorry, a 9
9. What's the first part of Coin's body that you think's of?
wings.
Okay. You feel like a little tickling sensation on one of your wings.
Don't like it.
And if you look, one of your eyes is like on the wing. Same size too, so. Roll me a d6.
It's a 6.
Okay, increase your perception score by 6. Your perception skill by 6. Druck, what'd you get?
8.
8. What's another part of your body you think of?
I mean, if he's waking up from this nightmare and knows what happened last time, he's thinking of his eyes and the eyes, all of the eyes.
Okay. You feel this weird tickling sensation on your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you look in the window in your room?
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 sets of irises and pupils,
Oh, that's cool
Ooh.
though.
side by side.
That's fucking wicked.
That's cool as fuck. You have 120 feet of dark vision
Okay.
now, and you can discern colors with this vision in the dark,
Okay.
and you're now immune to the blinded condition.
Okay.
And you could see into the future.
However,
Future.
with this one, it feels like there is a negative effect tied to this one.
Okay.
Pick an,
Because it's my second set.
pick an ability score of your choosing and reduce it by 2.
Ooh. I too.
By 2.
Druid becomes dumber.
No, then I can't teach him.
It's your choice.
I think it Druid did become dumber. That's oh god. I don't like this.
Strength.
Okay, your strength's reduced by 2.
Oops.
Flitz, what'd you get?
30-20.
Okay, you're fine. Dax. Natural 20. Okay. And as you all wake up from the dream, you all level up to level 14. So we're going to go in order and roll hit dice, everybody. So, Ricky, go first.
I will. I also just rolled my essentially portents for the day, which I need to make a note of for next time.
Cool.
And I got a 5 and a nat 20.
Shit.
Wow.
Do I need to roll a d6 for the eyes as well?
Nope.
For perception?
That's
or
only the
no?
first ever
Okay.
one that you get.
Okay.
You're on your second eye?
Yeah.
But at least it's
Immune to
a little
blinded.
easier, like. But also, you
Yeah.
can see you have 120 feet of dark vision, and you can discern colors in darkness, which nobody can do. Ricky,
Right.
roll your hit dice.
D10 for monk, right?
D8.
D8. You're right. That's right. Fighters are D10. 7.
Okay. Kenna.
Okay. So D8, 4.
Okay. Coin.
Hey, that is an 8.
Okay. Brittany will do theirs. Druck.
Roll a d8, don't I?
Yep.
This wasn't good last time. 1.
Reroll.
Oh man. 1.
Reroll.
7.
There you go.
All
Flitz,
right.
are you going Warlock or Sorcerer?
We're staying on the Warlock track for now.
Alright, D8.
Please don't fuck me. Fuck me. 3.
3. And as you all wake up,
So-
some of you the same. Most of you just people did gain eyes. Quoin and Ricky gained an eye. That's where we're gonna end the session for the week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.